morning, good morning, everybody. Hey, Bami, you abandoned me. Good morning, good morning. Your ex-daddy, your ex-daddy don dey jam talk. Your ex-daddy don jam talk. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, so Rosie, good morning, Rosie. Sorry, I didn't even see you on time. Good morning. You first Bami today. Bami no be small thing now, you know now. Hey, good morning. Osiame, good morning. How are you? Good morning. 12 pretty me, good morning. Unique Pearl, I think I saw Unique Pearl. I think so. Yeah, Unique Pearl, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Tolu Needles, good morning. I dey o. Tolu Needles, I dey. Oh, you're home alone, yeah. Me sef, I home alone. Good morning. Happy Sunday, Oloyin. Na Sunday Oloyin na we dey this morning. Na Sunday Oloyin we dey this morning. How una dey? How is everybody doing? How are we all doing? What's going on? I'm home alone. Me sef, I home alone. I dey look my garden. If you see the kind grass, Akitola Victor, good morning. If you see the kind grass wey dey my garden, plus the front garden, plus side, plus front and back garden, I dey look the garden dey look me. I dey look at the thing dey look me, but e no born me well make I no go look am, because I have to go into that garden. So I say make I do show first, make I use that one take ginger my swagger, before I come face my reality, because tomorrow work don start. A lazy part of me is looking to give somebody. Rosie, I kuku see am. I kuku she am. You know when you say you she am, I she you. I kuku see am. Now wetin be their name? Everybody don dey lock their border for EU. Everybody don carry padlock, wan come lock their border. When they see wetin strong pass them, those people, you know, say as they run enter, they run like bee. You know when bee gather person, na so they take run enter. But to be fair, that was inevitable. To be fair, that they will not run in that kind of situation. It's not possible. They will run in that kind of situation. They go run enter Spain. You know, Spain is not far from Africa. Spain is literally in the boundaries of Africa. That's the same thing too with Turkey. You know, that's the same thing too with Turkey as well. Jem, good morning, sis. That's the same thing. So, all those places. I don't know why did they call them. Anyway, we dey grand. They look them. Tomorrow for office we go dey see the outcome, because obviously once that kind of thing, you know, it's a push and pull factor. Once that kind, ensure I look them for television, I say wonderful. No, they don't need visa. They don't need visa. 12 pretty me, they don't need visa, because like they can all be okay. So like the children among them, or those who are under 16, they will be classed as unaccompanied. Yes, they will be classed as unaccompanied asylum seekers. So whatever country they go into, they will be classed as unaccompanied, because remember they came out through the sea now. So most times they throw away their pali. Olasimbo Odutola, how are you? They throw away their pali. Yeah, they throw away their pali. Na normal, even the adults save. Diaspora Diva, good morning. Diaspora Diva, if you ask me, now who I go ask? you see that border control no be job for the faint-hearted. Spain leave Spain alone, they go pursue them pass the ones wey dey pursue. As they dey pursue them, some of them dey, because the truth is, once you don enter Morocco, in short, once you enter Morocco, hello, Libya, Morocco, once you enter those country, you are more or less abroad, you are more or less in Europe, because na water settle them. And there was, do you know wan know how much people dey collect to cross river, to cross all those sea. If you know how much dey use say dey collect, how much na business, serious business that people dey do. Even though and people know, the kind thing, they no mind to risk their lives on a company. Some of them dey pay that kind. Oh, from good morning from America, how are you? Na night una dey na Olasumbo. Na night una dey, no be midnight. Na midnight abi na, well, early hours of the night, early hours of the morning rather, abi na midnight kind of. Rosie, na morning una dey, okay. Yeah, 4:21. Okay, yeah, early mornings now, early hours. Idaji, that's what they call Idaji na abi. No be so they call am. The interesting thing, when I used to work in unaccompanied, when I used to work with the unaccompanied, that's the question we're always asking. Where are the girls? Where are the females? Where are the children? Even when they say the place no, they will tell you say their countries are not safe. The question we come dey ask be say, how e be say e no safe, na only the male na dey escape the place, children dey leave the children behind, dey leave the women behind, we no dey ever dey see them. Anyway, that one immigration, the puzzle in immigration, you can't understand the things of the spirit. Make dem no come die me lórí irú, na so I take comot. I just comot for that thing, because I just talk say come, I no want anything wey go scatter my head, and anything wey go make me talk wetin I no suppose talk. You know say I be omo Ijoba. So e get wetin you go talk wey your head go begin, wey they go begin dey look you say wetin dey worry this one. And me, I, apart from being a social worker, I have my personal values. And if you are a professional, you go understand. Sometimes your professional values your personal value does conflict sometimes with your professional values. So for me, my professional value, my personal value and professional value were tested. When you hear tested, it was well tested. From the angle of being a taxpayer, my professional value was tested, because when those people carry themselves come, na orishirishi we dey see, and I come dey ask myself, hello, see the kind, me myself wey dey pay tax, I no enjoy this kind lifestyle wey dey enjoy. You come dey see them, e be like say they dey give them list of wetin they go demand. You come dey hear, I need this, I need that, and that I need this, I need that on top, na me dey manage my budget. But then I go come sit down and say, no, even me sef wey dey pay the tax, the kind things wey una dey demand, I know, me sef I no get am. Some of these things wey una dey demand, I have to save up to own it, to have it. But hey, na one day my group manager look me, now he tell me say, why am I challenging? Now I say, why am I challenging? There were certain things that was put in my budget. Now I come dey challenge and say, hello, me and my personal value does not align with this. I'm a taxpayer. Looking at what we have in budget for these guys, I'm sorry, I don't agree with it. And of course, I stood my ground. Say I no gree. Very entitled, very very entitled. And you know one thing where I noticed, their story na the same. They have the same, especially the unaccompanied. They have the same. You don't know say they don't coach them. I don't work for wetin be the name. I don't work for female genital mutilation project now, so I know wetin dey. And kino poruko child marriage. Your story go come the same. You come dey look and say, no. I remember the time of when people dey use female FGM, they take collect paper that time. You know, they will come. I remember that time for where they work then. You go sit down. They will come, you get one woman. You get some of them, na Nigerians. Oh. Not even ordinary, forget about even whether they're Nigerians. Africans will come, they talk some story, you go, they look and say, hello. Wetin happen? That was why I started paying attention to the whole, wetin they call am? I started paying attention to the whole, types of FGM, even child marriage, the prevalence of child marriage. What is your, in short, I started reading away from being involved as a professional. And some of these things that these people were saying, you're like, now where e dey happen? E get one wey talk. I remember that one she just got a PhD as well. Now that one own na that particular person own. Na that her own narrative of FGM. Na im dey use take create FGM. Na im dey use take do FGM response, professional response in Scotland. E dey where and I know the person very well. E dey where the person dey talk. Hey, you see, I was traumatized. I was shaking. I say, for type 1 FGM. The type 1 way we read, another one. Me, I ask question. Well, like the lady no like me. See, today she no like me. She no like me. But I know say wetin she do. She use and take the way she won't go open. She go open a NGO for her country. They make we leave matter for where matter yes dey. Na so e I was trauma. They come begin dey cry, come carry tissue paper give me and say lórí type 1 FGM, type 1 FGM wey NHS dey do. We come begin dey ask question. Me I sabi ask question. Me as you see me so, e get another one too. You come see them, they especially when they do the Edo, you know, the trafficking with wey they do with Edo state government get with UK. Now so all of them carry themselves come. They come from Italy. Plus the one, yes, they were real victims, but then the madams too, they come begin to open the NGO. The madams. So really, what Lizzie is it Lizzie Abina Easy? What's the name of that girl where they talk? That girl will tell her story that time. What that lady was saying about the madams, in short, the girl herself she was even being nice. She was being economical with the way she was explaining herself. Those madam, they can't go form NGOs. The same people where they bring all those girls come. Easy Ogbaide, thank you. The same people where they carry people come from different they can't go open NGO. Imagine. Just imagine when the abuser has become the abused. No be the abuser. How did they call them? The perpetrator has now become the victim. No be small something. Now them by themselves, they go carry, they can't begin to set up NGOs. They go say that they help to rehabilitate the women. Now lie you, that NGO, they can't use and can't they bring those girls, they can't they bring more girls, they come in. That's why you see say that kerewa trafficking, while you no go stop. Because the main perpetrators, they go set up NGOs. You know, say there's a difference. There's a difference between when you are listening to the what do they call that, reports, and when you actually walk in the field. They are two different things. Because when you walk in the field, you dey see am koro like this. But when you dey read report, yes, according to research, story for the gods, wetin research dey talk and wetin dey happen on ground na two different things. The same thing too with FGM too. In short, e even get one woman for Scotland that time. Na Nigerian lady o. Wetin be her name? I don't even forget. Ilesomi. Yeah, Ilesomi, because I remember say they carry am go Westminster. Wey MP carry am go Westminster, wey she say if she go back to Nigeria, the lady come study instead of her to say I don exhaust every immigration process. She don exhaust everything. She no see how she go take stay back for UK. She can't use FGM. Then she say she's Ilesomi, Ilesha of all people. All of us know say Ilesomi na Ilesha people. Now she come no be social media. Now they can't go talk her case for parliament for England. Then she can't see movie. I don't know if una remember that. Abeg, who remember the story of that lady? E dey news. They use am, they put am for kini e dey news that time. That was some few years ago. I think that was before COVID. That was few years ago, about maybe 8 9 years ago. He made headlines, BBC, Channel 4, ITV, all of them carry am. Wey she say, she say she came to the UK, and she came with her daughter. I can't remember that it's one or two daughters. Wey she came, and if she has to go back to Nigeria, they go carry FGM, they go do FGM giving pikin. Meanwhile, na that same Nigeria na she dey come from with that pikin. They no do FGM for that pikin. Na when she come enter UK, suddenly they abeg, I dey come. Hey, don't worry, I go come, I go come gist you now. So Rosie, the case of that Morocco people, na story. That one another racket. Just sha dey watch movie. On Monday when we reach work, we go dey see the outcome of wetin happen, because UK, you know say we dey part of treaties. So when people troop in like that, each and every one of us for Europe, even though we don comot for Brexit, we are part of European Union. So therefore they go share cake reach all of us. All of us go, especially when there are children in it, they go share reach everybody go collect. That one dey grand. Then in short, as at today, no, as at yesterday, I think I actually went to my work email. I just go spy, go see wetin dey happen. They never know the number. They don't have the accurate number of migrants wey troop enter Spain. They never know the accurate number. And apparently, the one wey news carry, they say e don happen. Say e happen about few weeks ago. Say but it was embarrassing. They no quick capture am, so we go see wetin go happen. Attacks you. Make una just share the watch. My people. Before I go into the topic I have today, while I am still on a periphery, I did a show yesterday, on an interview, and there were some comments that was left on my YouTube page. But the truth is, instead of me to respond to those comments, I'm better off responding verbally. Instead of me responding by writing, I'm better off responding verbally, so that it's not a one-way response. Hey, what up? WDI mean? How are you? Good morning. First and foremost, somebody wrote a comment and said that why did I request that money should be raised for Richard Ayotunde? Sorry, why did I put Richard Ayotunde's account out? That he should go and become a responsible father. That after all, Funke gave him money. Funke Ashikun gave him money, and yes, and he should go and become a responsible and hustle for his children. The person that made that comment, I think it's somebody, Ronke. Ronke, as much as I want to pretend I didn't see the message, I agree with you. Okay? I agree with you. And I will tell you why I say I agree with you. Like I've said, because you actually highlighted that, if music is not working, you should go get a job. And I've said that openly. I've said that privately, and I've said that openly. For me, my understanding is that he wants to sing. And I remembered I have addressed that. I have been very, very clear about that, both behind the scene and even publicly. I no go talk with you. I no go Ashagema's enemy. Now, Richard Ayotunde definitely needs to get a job. And I don't know much about him. I don't know how he wants to do it, but he needs to get a job. When he's going to get, he's an adult, he's 45 years old. The money I just asked that people support him, not because I want it to be a permanent thing. Okay? It's just support him towards his child and stuff. But then, like I said, I totally agree. He should get a job. It's up to him. The ball is in his court. And Good morning, Wena. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. The ball is in his court. Um, I've watched some of his videos, and I have to be honest. I've watched some of his videos, and in short, there was a particular video of him that I watched, and I was so I was so pissed off with him. I was so pissed off listening to what he was saying. That particular video, I think that was at the early time when he was addressing Funke. He made a comment, and I was honestly that I was irritated is an understatement. Okay. Now, when I listened to him, what did he say? He was responding to Funke on something, Funke Ashiko on something, and he said that whether Funke paid his rent for 5 years or something, I can't remember. It was something around that line. That was his response. And he said, what did Funke do that after all, Olukoya paid his rent for 11 years? And I remember listening to that and I was like, what? What the F? But then, and I remember asking in my head, I was like, hold on a minute. If Pastor Olukoya paid his rent for 11 years, he said he has been in the church for 22 years, right? Pastor Olukoya paid his rent for 11 years, and Funke paid his rent for 5 years or I don't know, 5 years, something. I remember Isha said it, Isha. I can't remember how many years he said Funke paid his rent. Now, Funke gave him money. He has even said it himself that the first time he contacted Funke to speak to Funke, Ashiku and the husband, that they sent $600 to him. And of course, while he was in MFM, he himself said it, that apart from the money that the pastor pays him, that he himself, that Olukoya used to give them some money, that he would just give them, he said it himself. Go and watch his video. He said it by himself, that there are a lot of that he gets phone, he will give them phone, he will give them laptop. And to me, I was very uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortable watching that, and I'm like, so if he was giving you guys all this, and not just him, just generally, like, I don't understand the freebies. So the question I was having on that particular, when after listening to him, there are times I listen to his videos and I'm like, oh my God, wonderful, miraculous. And I'm just like, okay, so when they paid your rent, and I think at some point whether they paid the children's school fee, and I was like, if they pay your rent, they pay your children's school fee. What do you call the money where you can't get? What do you call the use and they do? You understand? To me, I asked those questions. I've not asked him. In fairness, I have never asked him. Okay, I have his number. Well, I have it. I had his number recently. I've never asked him. But me, I have asked the question privately. Not him. It wasn't him I asked. I have asked one or two people. What was he doing with the money that he was getting from MFM or from music that he was doing? And when I look at, in fairness, I don't know, apart from what I see on his page, when I look at his Facebook page, I think when he first came out, after he did that interview with Auntie Adini, I remember going to look at his page. And what me I saw, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because me I don't know, I'm just going by what I saw. What me I saw when I went and looked at his page with regards to music was someone who sings, more like like when they call you to an occasion, what did they call those people? Like, not MC. I won't say MC. What is this? Like when you come and sing in a wedding, like you sing in weddings and birthday. What did they call that? I can't remember, but you know what I mean. Like, this people that come and sing in weddings. Is it DJ? Is it DJ that they call it? Live band. Thank you, Diaspora Diva. So me, I was like, is this what this guy is calling music? If this is what he's calling music, who does live band? Who does I say live band? Who does live band and calls it a career? A live band is not a career. Because yes, they might be doing music, people might be wanting to do birthdays and blah blah blah, but okay, outside the live band, You are not even singing your own music. It's not like your own written songs. You are singing people's songs. Okay? Because, like I said, me, I'm a fair person. I am very unbiased. I'm very, very fair in the way I look at things. I am not on anybody's side. Okay? So, like I said, I'm responding, and it's only fair that I respond to people's comments. So, I then asked myself, I was like, I said, this kind of thing, is this what this guy calls, like, is this what this guy is calling I'm a musician? You're not a musician. You are singing people's song. I mean, again, I am going purely based on what I saw on his Facebook page. So I don't know, and in fairness, I do not know. Me, I don't attend MFM to know what they do there. But I don't know if he does other kind of music outside what I've seen on his page. Okay? So if that is what he's doing, if he's singing people's songs, he cannot call himself a musician. And that will not generate income. That will not generate sustainable income for him. At least in my own little way of understanding. There is no way live band will generate sustainable income. Even DJs don't rely on being a DJ alone. Even musician, forget about even whether DJ now. Even ordinary them musician, them Davido, Burna Boy, forget about then Davido, Burna Boy, Britney Spears, what be their name again? What be the name of all these guys? Then Phil Collins, Gbogbo Wonye, Michael Jackson, all of them, they all have multiple streams of income. Even me, wey be say I be civil servant, I get multiple streams of income. Okay? So, you cannot sit down and say you want to be a musician. Because it's not every time that music sells. Two-Face, Two-Baba, if you know the kind investment where that guy get for agriculture. Despite the fact say that guy in music dey timeless. If you know the kind investment where that guy do for agriculture. So it's always okay for someone to have multiple streams of income. And that's something, it does not make you a lower person. And even apart from that, forget about whether Two-Face or Two-Baba. Even the Olukoya, where they give them free money, right? Like I said, I think I said it yesterday. I didn't realize that the man even has a lab. I was I was actually reading about him because I was curious. And I still remain curious. You know the amount of books that man has written. Don't forget, apart from writing Christian books, okay, the guy is also a microbiologist, I think. I can't remember. I think so. I can't remember, but he's also contributed academically. He has a lab. So the man is making money, or he has different streams of income away from even preaching. Maybe the day we were talking about him and his wife, the day we were talking about their birthday, that we were talking about him and his wife, some people were writing it there. The church people were writing it there. He's a virologist. Oh, thank you, Jari. And Kinonporukwe, people were writing it, blessing the church member. They said the wife, Dr. Shade Olukoya, apart from say she get PhD, apart from say she's into academics, they said the woman they sew clothes. She's a fashion, they do design. So those are people who are in control of their church, and they have multiple streams of income. And I'm very sure those are the ones that people know. Okay? So if they themselves, they have multiple streams of income, just like Adeboye gets Ifewara, he gets books, he gets orishirishi where they do. Baba Oyedepo, they sell pure water. Okay? They all have different streams of income, even including their children. So to be honest, is it Ronkus Ronke? You are right. Me, I did not put his account for people to be donating money for him continuously. No. Yesterday, the only reason why I put his account, like you rightly said, because that Ronkus really come for me. No, I wouldn't say she came for me, right? I would say you drew my attention. You actually challenge me on what I say, which is fair enough. I am not above being challenged. Yes, I refuse to use my page to be raising money for people. The only reason why I did that yesterday was I was like, okay, let's raise let enemy. If anybody wants to raise money for him, let them give him something towards his children, just for the time, just as at when they want to. But it shouldn't be a continuous thing. Me, I don't believe anybody should be getting free money. Go work for your money. I believe in hard work. Me, people that know me as an individual, no business where I never do. The only business where I never do not to sell human being. And I don't do anything. No. Diaspora diva. Nobody has to give anything to anybody. What's the name? Me, anything that is not legit, I know the follow person do am. I don't sell palm slippers. I don't sell adire. I don't sell a bag. I don't sell shoe. Nothing where I never say. In short, when I was moving house, some of the ankara that I sell and remain, I still see am. I see am for inside my storage. Nothing where I never my pikin sef still talk until the last week when I go we don't enter new week now. Last week when I go see them, he still dey talk am. He say he say him mama, he say he no know the kind business wey mama never do before. So there's nobody that should sit down in the corners of their bedroom and be expecting free money from anybody. Okay, everybody needs to go and get busy. I be your lawyer general. No be small something. Me, as you see me so, I like to do business. I like multiple streams of income. Nobody ever depends. If you are depending solely on your own income alone, I don't know how you take do am. I just like that generally. I like multiple streams of income. I've always enjoyed it. Then apart from that, then another person come. He say me I dey biased. Say why I go interview Yewande husband. Ronkus, I don't answer you. Now another one come. He say he no understand why me. He say he no understand why I interview Yewande Robert's husband, Ajibade husband yesterday. Let me explain to you. He say me I just wan prove say Funke, say I just dey like to dey bash Funke. Now let me respond to you. Diaspora diva, you say if Richard has a car, let him hit the road. That one is an adult. Nobody dey tell person. Me, I be single parent. Even if you are not single parent, even if you are married, even if you are raising your children together, the truth is you need to plan your life. At 45, you got to plan your life. The day where when I found out I was pregnant at the age of 18, I straightened my brain. Even though my brain is straight already, I can't triple straighten them or quadruple straighten them. Because as you see me, so I no dey like make anybody dey stress my brain. So I straighten my brain, and I know say like my maternal grandmother go talk, he go say atele owo eni ko n ton yan je, your palm no go ever deceive you. So long as na legit money, why not? If not, I go work. And if I no understand, I go ask question. Na so e be. So for the person that said, why did I interview Yewande's husband? I will tell you why I interviewed Yewande's husband. I interviewed Yewande's husband because the narrative that was pushed out was that it was MFM that arranged husband for Yewande after her first husband passed away. Say na Olukoya na him arrange husband for am. Of course, when the man spoke, most of the interview was, some of the interviews that I saw was focused on his personal life, and me, I was not interested in his personal life, and that's the truth. You even saw yesterday when I was speaking to him, when I was interviewing him, he was going personal, and I had to. You could note, if you notice, I kept chopping in. I kept chopping in, wanting to, because I'm not interested in his personal life. Your personal life is whatever you do in your personal life. That's your business. That's your business. Okay. Me, I was more interested in, let's understand. Now through MFM, now you take me to yourself. The man said no. Is it through MFM that you guys got married? The man say no. Okay. The time, at least we were married to her for 3 years. They say Olukoya drag him bra, he do this, he do that. You see that thing happen, the man say he no see anything. Okay, how was their relationship? How was her relationship with Olukoya? He said na like father and child relationship. So what else? And that was not the picture Funke and all of them were painting outside. So you can understand. For you that ask me the question, you can understand. There is no biasness here. You see, Funke and Shekun cannot be throwing stories and nobody will challenge her. Just like you are challenging me on what I'm saying. Everybody has a right. If you put yourself out in public, people will ask you questions. You can't be in a public space and expect people not to ask you questions. It's not possible. Even in our private lives, our children, they go ask questions. They ask questions. When you say, go and do this thing, pikin, you never say when your pikin go look, you go say, why? So that why, now we they ask, what is all this story? Because they don't raise money since 6 years ago. Now if Funke don't they talk about Olukoya, Funke Ashekwa and the husband, they don't they talk about Olukoya. Olukoya do this, Olukoya do that one. We ask question. Initially, they can't turn. See the kind of movie where they act. See Richard down. That one to input a live chat. Olukoya is coming to come and he's on the way. Oh, he's coming to come and arrest me. He's coming to come and shakinika. That time, I remember say I see that video. I say wonderful, miraculous. Why be say when all of una come on for church? When they use police, they pursue themselves. They made the movie look so real. That's so the lawyer said. That lawyer, I don't know who give her uniform. Now so the lawyer can't dey too. That one can't dey speak grammar. I remember that time. I never begin to do blogging then. I remember that time. When the lawyer can't dey speak grammar, I say, what are they? Yes, Nigeria can be lawless, but there are still some things that does not sound right. You cannot say because Nigeria is lawless, then you throw cautions in the wind. Then when the year one day to come, he say Olukoya do one thing. He grab him breast, he join him hand. The wait he say he do. Okay, come to court, come and shalaye yourself. She come begin the run. They come arrest her. Funke come outside. They come they talk. He call the phone police. Do you know she has a minor? Do you know she's a widow? Now make me advise her yesterday say for United Kingdom where I dey live, I work for criminal justice. Okay, if you get belle and you commit offence and your offence is jailable, you go jail. When you wan born pikin for inside jail, when you wan born pikin, they get standby. They go carry you go hospital. They go carry you go hospital with the handcuff in your hand. You go labor ward. You know you are not entitled to birth partner. Your birth partner na your prison warder. You go enter labor room. They go handcuff your hand. This one no be say they now you go handcuff your hand. While you dey robbery, you go burn the pikin for there. When you don't burn the pikin finish, they go clean you, they go do everything. Then you go come back, come prison. If you be Christian, you say you want do christening and everything. Kinon Porukwe, they get shampoo for inside prison. Okay? They get shampoo inside prison. And your family, they go come during contact time only. There's no special coming. Now 1 hour. Then on top of that one, they will come carry the woman, the mother and the baby. They will put them for mother and baby unit for inside prison. Now mother and baby unit, they will put them. When the pikin come reach a year, when the pikin on the first birthday of that pikin, before the first birthday, of course, as a born the pikin, social worker go don dey involve, because we need to start planning transition for the pikin. They go only do meeting. hello hello at this particular age, if even before you carry the pikin go, before the woman wan give birth, they go already don do assessment. If the assessment is say make she come back to prison with the pikin, fine. If the assessment is say as she dey born the pikin, no foster carer dey position to collect the pikin, that one another story. Abi na family member, whichever one they go do am. But other than that, if she dey say mother and baby they are fit to be together, no problem, they go mother and baby unit. That mother and baby unit wey they go dey, assessment dey. Now when that pikin, they go don dey do meeting, there's what they call meeting around the child. They go dey do meeting around the pikin. Now when that pikin wan clock 1 year, guess wetin, that pikin must be transition to the community without the mother. If the mother, maybe the mother dey do longer sen ten ce, without the mother they go transition am. So the mother has to identify by, of course at the time of birth, e go don identify, okay, once the pikin don reach 1 year, e go stay with my sister, e go stay anywhere wey the pikin go stay with. On the first birthday of that pikin, the pikin go transition go meet the person. Na that person na go come dey visit that pikin while the child still dey prison with him mama. And if him papa dey prison, they go do prison visit arrangements. Okay, so that's why I decided to educate Auntie Funke yesterday, because all this story, hey, he's a minor, he's saying this is a minor, or hello, when you dey commit offense, you go know say you suppose know say you get minor before you commit offense. When they can't do that one finish, if the mama come as the pikin go stay for Kingdom Polukwe, go stay for community, the pikin go come dey visit im mama. And of course, if the visit, they go dey assess the pikin. If the visit is traumatic, they go stop the visit. If the child finds that visit traumatic, they go stop the prison, they go stop the visit. So all this one wey they do, it's a minor. In America, it's a minor. Even for America, e be like say Auntie Funke no understand how criminal justice dey work. The law no send your papa, e no send your mama. When you know you have a minor at home, you know go commit crime. Richard the wife wey Funke to come outside come dey talk, they left a minor, they shaking it, call a minor. Police invited you. They invite you, say make you come court, and make you come where they say make you come. You can't dey dodge police. You are evading arrest. Hello, they go arrest you. Yes, they go lay ambush for you. Even in the Western world, they do it. Auntie Funke, that's why I say make Auntie Funke go school. Even in the Western world, if you evade arrest, police will lay ambush on you. They are obliged to go to. They are obliged to go to every place that you go to. Your place of work, they will come and meet you there. They will lay ambush for you in your place of work. They will lay ambush for you in your children's school. Yes, they do it. Even in the Western world, as much as because sometimes people when they come abroad, they will come they do abroad and more than people when they abroad. If you don't understand criminal justice system, ask questions. You don't evade arrest. When you evade arrest, yes, they will come meet you. So all these things are not it's not abnormal. What they did with Richard's wife, there is not extraordinary. It is a normal thing. It is normal for them to go and lay ambush for her at work, for them to go and lay ambush for her at her children's school. As a matter of fact, the police was even being nice. They were being nice people. Because Abishe before they talk, he said they go meet a CSO, I've been a COS, I've been waiting, they say they go meet. No, I think it's CSO, Chief Security Officer. He said they go meet her. Those who say they will let her know. Hey, I just look them. Abi or Rafia, please help me advise them. The best thing, stay out of trouble. When you stay out of trouble, you'll be fine. That is the cocoa of the matter. Of course, when you do video, Oluchi, abeg, help me advise them. The truth about the matter is very, very simple. All the story that all of them came out to say, Olukoya is the one that want to come and arrest me. All of them say na movie they act. I remember that Mr. Richard live stream that time. There was just something that was off about the whole thing for me. It was, the whole MFM drama has always been off for me. I'm just like, there's something all right with all this story that they're putting out. They say they do corridor prayer and corridor sit down. All the corridor plus corridor this and corridor that. Nobody apart from the Funken camp, apart from all the people where Funke the recruits, there is nobody that has come out other than those people to come and tell another story. Every one of them has all been traced and linked back to Funke Ajikun. So that speaks volume. So that is why I interviewed, and it's fair because in that interview where Yewande do with Asabe, Yewande say na 10,000 naira na Olukoya dey pay am as salary. The husband wey follow and dey stay, the guy is saying na 50,000 naira na Olukoya dey pay am, difference of 40,000. Now meanwhile Asabe dey gbawaju dey gbeyin. They dey there, they talk grammar that day. Anyway, at least now everything don dey jora won. We are now, the truth is coming out because they are coming out to say they themselves have said it. Even Mr. Richard himself, he said he crossed the line. And really, when I listen to some of his videos, when he was saying, hey, please just calm down for me. I was just trying to respond. Don't worry, I would address the man on the screen. Just hold on for me, please. Kinon Polukwe, from the look of things, even Richard himself said it. He said that Olukoya has been good to all of them. He said it, and really, in Richard's video, he has said it several times. Olukoya paid his rent for 11 years, and I'm like, when they enjoy for that show you. And me, another thing I just there's a lot to say. When I watch Mr. Richard, some of Mr. Richard's videos, Richard Ayotunde's video, there's a lot to say about. In short, if it's just that I'm not being biased. Okay, he's paid. I want to believe he's learned his lesson. Because when I sit with his video, I'm actually going to sit with one of his videos at some point. I actually want to talk about his videos because what I see with each and every one of them, including Funke Ashekun, is bunch of greedy, entitled people who feel the need to constantly demand for financial support. And when Olukoya turned around and said, I don't know, maybe I don't know, I'm not his mouthpiece. Maybe when the man I don't do for now. Could I leave me now? I've done enough for you. Then they turned against him. That's why you see all of them screaming, Olukoya Olukoya o. Now waiting lead to all of that be that. Person pay your rent for 11 years. Kilo shele. Some were living in free house. You hear when Yewande husband talking yesterday, he said the offense where Olukoya commit to against Yewande now because Yewande expect make Olukoya carry and go abroad. As person and your papa. Is he your father? You won't do CS. Your papa tell your husband, he say go and carry your cross. Your husband go me to Olukoya, that one comot money for inside pocket, he carry and give him. It's a low. So let us say. So I think I've addressed the two main whatever there. Bami, I don't think it's fair to ask that why is he giving them. I don't think it's fair to ask that why was he giving them free money. Obviously, these are people who is I think to me. I don't see a reason why I don't see anything wrong in what he did. Obviously, maybe he's just being a kind-hearted person. That's what I feel. And you don't ask people why are they being kind. But the question is, the people that he was kind to, why did they choose to abuse his kindness? I think that's the question we should be asking. Why did they choose to abuse his kindness? But me, why are you saying why did he not empower them? But me, Richard said he gave him 2 cars. Which kind of empowerment he need? He gave him 2 cars. Richard himself said it with his mouth. He said he gave him 2 cars. They have mobile phones. He gave them a, what is it called? He gave them, okay. Even Richard himself said, he said apart from the money, apart from their salary, that they get money, they get free money when they go and do shows and everything. What did they do? What did they do with those money? Someone was paying your rent. So the money you were making, your income, what were you doing with it? It might just be a form of welfare. You don't, I mean, anyway, the reality of it is, you can't blame the person who was being kind. I think the person you should be asking question is, all of them that benefited from him, what did they do with the money? What did they do with the money that they were giving? Funke, 6 million. She herself said it with her mouth. Olukoya put 6 million into their account. Funke carried the money, she spent that. She said Holy Spirit never tell her to return the money. All of them, they are just bunch of ingrates. They are bunch of entitled people. If somebody don't pay your rent, if somebody pay your rent, what else do you need? They pay your rent. They pay your children's school fee. Hey, oríṣiríṣi lójú títì. Anyway, make we comot. Make we face. Omoba, how are you? Make we face the topic we come talk today. So the two people that made comments on the show I did yesterday, those are the two major comments. Every other one, some people were just ranting. They paid me. They pay me. Yes, I agree. They pay me. Shebi na me and you collect the money. Thank you. They pay me, no problem. Na me and you now collect the money. So leave that story. I agree with you. They pay me, and there's no point to argue with you. And those that say I'm being vindictive towards Funke, I hope you can borrow yourself common sense, because under normal circumstances, Funke go fund me now. Nobody they put money inside. I still look at yesterday. Nobody they put money inside again, and I am very very happy that nobody puts money in it. Even she has admitted it, that what we are saying on social media has stopped people from putting money. If you say pastor, you dey pay tithe and offering, your pastor you dey pay tithe and offering to pastor, they dey use your money dey do R&D. Funke sef dey collect money from your hand. I have a court case. I caught a court case. Wetin she dey carry court case dey do? Why she no give herself rest? So make dem go and sort their problem. Anyway, let us come to the topic of today. Hello, Tue. This pastor that you are looking at on your screen, his name is Pastor Odutola. He is the pastor of Jesus House in Baltimore. Baltimore, ẹ̀yin ará yao, table don come on a table today. Is a pastor of Jesus House. In short, I want to go Fune. I want to start speaking Fune now. Okay? Excuse you me. I don't want to speak. I want to Ghana. I want to come and start speaking. I want to Ghana. Make nobody laugh me. I want to speak. I want to Ghana. Make I drink water, because this kind of amebo wey I want to. This kind of amebo dey sweet my belle way. Àwọn ará yao ni. You see, you know, you see. You know so what I want to do, amebo. Now that time, I'm a belay. Now my bone the strong way. This pastor Odutola, I deliberately put the picture of when pastor they dance. Alesh, how you dey now? How na dey? Now when I deliberately put picture of when this pastor they dance. Now I deliberately put for there because this pastor in during COVID period, Pastor Odutola, he used to be a pastor in Redeem RCCG to be precise. He was a pastor in Redeem RCCG for 30 years. 30. 30. He was a pastor in Redeem for 30 years. 30 years of his life. Now he used to do God call me, God call me. So, this pastel, he can't go America. I dey come. We will go where I will come back and tell you how you take go America. So this pastor in 2000 and e be like say na 2020, 6 years ago. Now so you know say that time everybody hate come the street when they do lockdown. Everybody hate come the street loading D. We remember na that time everybody hate begin the street loading D. So Pastor Odutola, na so video come surface that time. Everybody come dey pity am. People come put emotion. They come carry emotion begin dey talk. They carry emotion. They come begin dey use emotion. They support am that time. Meanwhile, some of the things wey redeem there, as much as Adeboye head, as much as Baba Adeboye, sometimes they do like person wey Baba Adeboye, there are some things wey the man dey do, wey you go look and say, Baba Yalo, Leke, come and speak to your father. But looking back now, I remember when I saw that video then. Yes, I wasn't emotional about it, in fairness, because I know that something similar happened here in the UK, and of course, it led to RCCG in UK being franchised. And what he was talking against was exactly what happened back then. People were giving him kudos. They didn't ask him questions. They didn't ask him questions back then because emotion was high. Emotion was very, very high. And you know Nigerians engage conversations through emotions. They don't engage conversation most times from a logical reasoning. So Pastor Odutola got emotions of Nigerians instead of people paying attention to the context of what he was saying. Yes, RCCG, they get their own wahala. But some of the things that RCCG was saying, the things that he was accused, this was a popular video.
And the proposal was to merge all the churches in North America together, for them to drop their tax-exempt numbers and we come under one tax identity.
Who remember this video?
Rejected the idea. And one of the reasons for the rejection of the idea is that if any church in Idaho or any part of America does something wrong and they want to sue them, they will sue everybody together. One of the other things that we said was that if you want to get a loan to do a building or anything, it has to be central, which means everything that we used to enjoy as an entity, we have to go to the central before it can be approved. Either we want to apply for immigration, for any of the pastors or instrumentalists or people that work, it's impossible. You have to go once. Now, 2 or 3 years ago, there was a proposal. The issue was brought up again. They laid it to rest then, and we thought it was over. Then this common purpose agreement, 38-page agreement came forward. On the the same issue. And part of the things that was written on it was all the churches, we should hand over the buildings and all the assets, but not the liabilities. And we said, who does that? Why would I hand over $10 million of assets and $4 million liability will not belong to me? Is it my father's business? And they said, people said no. Later on, they came up with a 3-page agreement to sign. We showed this agreement to our lawyers, and one of the things the lawyer said is that slavery ended a long time ago, because some of the things that were there, it's unbelievable that it's a Christian that drew up this. So when I saw the 3-page letter or agreement, I said to myself, how did 38 pages become 3 pages? So what happened to the rest of the 35 pages? At that time, trust had been lost. I went to God in prayer, and for me, it was a no-go for me. I cannot sign the document and lose my soul, because I felt if I sign that thing, it is out of conscience, and I can't. So I refused to sign. Then a year ago, they wrote us a letter saying, if you don't sign, you are no longer part of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I said, that's okay. And they said, we'll give you 1 year. We spoke back and forth, but nothing happened. So I knew that they were eventually sending us away as a church. So in February this year, they wrote another letter saying, now that you have not signed for 1 year, you are no longer part of our CCG. So in April this year, I resigned, and just as Baltimore resigned from the organization RCCG North America and RCCG all over the world. So from today, this in fact is our first Sunday as an independent church, not under organization.
Yeah! Slavery is over.
I wanted to know that this was not a decision that I take lightly. I have served in this church for 30 years. 30 years that cannot be taken back. Because if you add 30 years to my age,
oh my God,
I'll be 91. I served for 30 years with nothing from any organization to say you have done well.
Oh my gosh, Pastor Sis.
But I know that God is a rewarder.
He's a rewarder. He's a rewarder. We are for
God
you,
is a rewarder.
Pastor. Hey, we came from Rema to Global, so I understand. Woo!
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Let's be seated.
Hallelujah.
I know there will be many people out there who probably you are disappointed by my decision.
I'm not.
I apologize. But we're not going back. Amen.
Never going back.
I know after this decision, it's not likely that I will be demonized on social media. It's okay. The only thing I ask from you, don't bring those reports to me.
Okay. Awesome.
Because I want to focus on the job that God has given me.
That's right.
You want to fight it on your own, it's okay. As a good child, when somebody abuses your father, it's okay for you.
It's okay for you to fight, yes.
But I just don't want to be distracted. And I want you also to know one thing. I have made up my mind, I will not throw stones. Because I helped build that church for 30 years. I will not throw stones. This is the last time I'm going to talk about this. We are going to move on with life.
Bless you, Pastor T.
Is anybody hearing me? And I want you to know that my destiny, your destiny, is not in anybody's anybody's hands.
Amen.
It's in the hand of God.
Hallelujah. Woo! Well said.
It's in the hand of God. It's in the hand of God.
So this video, I hope you all paid attention. This video was a video that brought Pastor Odutola to the limelight. That was the video that brought this pastor that you're looking at to the limelight. Now, back then, that was 6 years ago. Everybody emotion was high. Look at what Oyedepo. Sorry, I say Oyedepo. Sorry, you know, say now winners I dey go. Look at what Adeboye did. Redeem. This is not fair. This pastor, after he has worked hard, he did this, he did that, And you know, say that time, people they do reformation. What be the name of that man head? Sunday, I dey like their people. That time they did social media, they constitute nuisance. Hey, he did this, he did that. Look at them. They collect church from they want to collect church from his hand. Kudos to Pastor Odutola. He's shaking the con. But people did not pay attention to the context of what he was saying. That time, people can't begin dey bash Baba Adeboye. Don't get me wrong, you know say me I no send any one of them. Baba Adeboye get for hand o. Adeboye get for hand, just like all your pastors, all of them get for hand. Okay? But what Odutola was saying, you know say redeem, na dem get their, if you don't know say church na business, you are on your own. If you are still here thinking, na God will call me, story for the gods. Church is a business, no that and no peace. The owners of the church, they are the CEO of their companies. So the earlier you know that, the better for you. Okay? I don't know of redeem because what's be the name? Say na Akindayomi, they say na Akindayomi family. Abi na Baba Akindayomi na he get na he create redeem. Abi na he found redeem. Whatever name they won't call him. But they say when the man won't buy, the man hand over the church to Adeboye. The question where me I get, me on my own small head where they use the think. The question where I get be say, if Akindayomi hand over the church to Adeboye, is it a verbal handover? Abi there is legal paperwork to it. If there's no legal paperwork to it, so pe o ti lọ, that one dey there. Now when Baba Adeboye, when he waka, when he kpai, na that time we go dey hear, na that time we go hear the things of the spirit. Na Akindayomi be the owner of the church, okay. So, now when Baba Adeboye, when he go waka, na that time we go know all the things of the spirit. Right now, Baba Adeboye dey alive. So therefore, e be like say I no know whether people dey fear to talk to you. You know say that the Jew, you know say all these pastors, nobody dey want to speak English for afternoon. But let us pay attention. Let us pay attention. You go always get Ashigbeomo word wey go always come. Ori, you see, you go always get Ashigbeomo word the people wey go come here. There's no problem. Don't worry. You self, you go learn new things. No worry. You go learn new things. Now here we go. So now, my people, with our head in a straight place, let us pay attention to Pastor Odutola. Because there are questions wey me I get for Pastor Odutola. Let us take it from the beginning without emotions being involved. You get wetin Pastor Odutola do, but before I go reach where he go, before I go reach wetin he do, make we for hear am out first.
And the proposal was to merge all the churches in North America together, for them to drop their tax exempt numbers and we come under one tax identity. Many of us.
Now, what he was talking about remember when I did that what they called when I did that MFM's stuff with Charity Commission, like in the UK, what I like, remember when I said all churches that have their headquarters in Nigeria, when they bring their branches to the diaspora, they have to align with the laws of the country where they are set up. Now, MFM, as a practical example, because that's a case I did very recently again. When Charity Commission's attention was drawn to MFM, the main wahala be say they were all operating as branches. Yes, they had a headquarter church in London, but they were all operating as individual branches. They had their own accounts, they had their own registrations, and they managed things individually. And there was a lot of disconnect from the headquarter church. If you understand auditing, it's very easy to audit centrally than to audit. Like, you have companies like all these care companies, the likes of Four Seasons. What are their names? Bupa, Four Seasons, Bupa. I can't remember their names again. Notfield. All those private medicals, whatever. Now they might have branches, but they will always have headquarter. They will always have headquarter office, and it's very important that all branches communicate with the headquarter. Okay. Now, in the case of Redeem, that was what North America Redeem was asking for. Maybe they were having problems. Maybe, I don't know. But it seems like there was concerns. So they were asking that all North American branches come under a central account, a centralized way of management. And Pastor Odutola opened his mouth and was telling the fanatics in his church, the dogmatic followers in his church, that they told them to do that, and some of them kicked against it, and people were clapping for him, because guess what? They suspended their brain. There is a reason. Yes, RCCG might have their own wahala. I told you what happened with them when here in the UK. They had kasala here in the UK. And of course, Pastor Agu was the one that was on the firing line. Not even with a Redeem in Nigeria. Here in the UK. But thank goodness, the man understood the system. So he was able to work collaboratively with Charity Commission. And that's why till today, Redeem has a franchise system in the UK. Yes, they are still connected to their headquarters in England. However, when they do Kinonkolukwe, when there is wahala, every church needs every franchise go be in Papa name. Pastor Odutola came and said when he was working for Redeem for 30 years, he didn't ask questions about their leadership because he worked in his favor. I don't know if you understand the things of the spirit. The way the leadership was running worked in his favor. He didn't ask questions for 30 years. Then when they now wanted to do something that did not work in his favor, he now decided to come and ask questions. Can you understand the things of the spirits? Let's continue.
Rejected the idea. And one of the reasons for the rejection of the idea is that if any church in Idaho or any part of America does something wrong and they want to sue them, they will sue everybody together. One of the other things that we said was that if you want to get a loan to do a building or anything, it has to be central. which means
Hold on. He said the reason why they were rejecting, he's highlighting their reason for rejecting the proposal for centralized accounts. He said the reason why they were rejecting it is because if one branch commits offense, all of them will be sued together. How is that your business? Shebi na headquarter church. They have their legal team. That's why they have legal. That's why it's called the headquarter account. That's why it's called centralized account. They will deal with it. It is their church. It is their business. Baba Adeboye would have the legal team in Redeem. As much as I can't stand some of the things they do in churches, you can't undermine the legal team. Exactly, when he doesn't want to be accountable. And people were clapping. They were clapping for him. I remember 6 years ago when this video came out. I remember people were analyzing it. Emotions was high. This is what Adeboye did. This is what they did to our church in Kinika. This is what they shekinika. Everybody was speaking grammar. Yes, Adeboye, me, I'm not a fan of your Nigerian pastors. But however, when they do something, when there are certain things that they do that are right, you have to call it what it is. People were clapping for Odutola when he was saying this garbage with his mouth. He said, even when you want to collect a loan as a branch, it means you need to go to headquarter church. Why shouldn't you go to the headquarter church? Remember when Charity Commission was speaking about MFM, they didn't say they stole. The problem they had with MFM was branches were appropriating funds. They were renovating and they were getting into trouble. Like, for instance, he said there was a building that they leased the building and maybe they didn't meet the terms of the lease. But imagine if they've done it under their centralized account. The MFM lawyer would have looked at it, the legal team would have looked at it and made sure that things were all appropriate. That they met the regulation, they met the standard and regulation of lease. And of course, all of that, they were able to support them to do that for 5 years. And now MFM has never had problems since then. And Odutola came and was talking to his church member. They were doing, yes, ma'am.
means everything that we used to enjoy as an entity, we have to go to the central before it.
Did you hear him? He said if you want to collect loan. So in the past, they used to just go and approach a bank, they collect loan without the approval of the central office. Now they are now asking them to be accountable. He said that means that now they are asking them to be accountable. If you want to collect loan, you need to the central office needs to approve it. He said they refused this because that means everything they used to enjoy, they are going to lose it. Trust me, and people were clapping for this man. People were clapping for him because they were dogmatic. The same thing he was accusing Adeboye of. Wait and hear.
Can be approved. Either we want to apply for immigration, for any of the pastors or instrumentalists or people that work. It's impossible. You have to go once. Now, 2 or 3 years ago, there was a proposal. The issue was brought up again. They laid it to rest then, and we thought it was over. Then this common purpose agreement, 38-page agreement.
Thank you, Jerry Wena. Wena said that means power wants to leave his hand. Yes. They literally rebelled against the system. Of course, it works in Redeem's favor. Look at the case of MFM. Before Charity Commission stepped in to support them to address their concerns, MFM did not know the amount of assets that they had in the United Kingdom. They didn't know the amount of asset and liability that they had. But once they were supported, once they had a centralized account, They had accurate number of their assets and their liabilities. But Pastor Odutola, at that time, that was 6 years ago, he was busy speaking Gabrabish. And people were clapping for him. And you know, in that particular place, you want to hear, I am very sure that he will have lawyers who are members in his church. He will have accountant. He himself is a chartered accountant. He will have I don't know whether he's still practicing. He will have accountant in his own church who should know better. He will have auditors who should know better. But guess what? It is touch not my anointed. They suspend their brain, and it is all Jesus this. They go call the clap hand. Pastor Odutola was a pastor in Redeem for 30 years. He no know say they move on leru. Now when things no come on going way, suddenly Pastor Odutola come realize say na slavery trade na they do for Redeem. Abẹ́rẹ́ Ọlọ́run bí ẹgbẹ́ Ọlọ́run tó bí Allahu Akuba.
Came forward on the same issue, and part of the things that was written on it was all the churches we should hand over the buildings and all the assets, but not the liabilities. And we said, who does that? Why would I hand over $10 million of assets and $4 million liability will not belong to me?
Of course, church, they will ask you guys to hand over the assets and not the liability. If you guys were rebelling against centralized accounts. I'm very sure when this video came out 6 years ago, people did not pay attention. I remember paying attention. I was like, what this guy is talking about is actually gibberish. But emotions was high when he talked. Remember that time, that COVID time. That time, a lot of people come to realize, say, hey, these are our pastors. Ashe, we just give them free money. We just give them free money. They were not doing anything for us. You know, so that time everybody had come the street small. People had come the street say, what have they been doing with our tithe and our offering?
Is it my father's business? And they said, people said no. Later on, they came up with a 3-page agreement to sign. We showed this agreement to our lawyers, and one of the things the lawyer said is that slavery ended a long time ago, because some of the things that were there, it's unbelievable that it's a Christian that drew up this. So when I saw the 3-page letter or agreement, I said to myself, how did 38 pages become 3 pages? So what happened to the rest of the 35 pages? At that time, trust had been lost. I went to God in prayer, and for me, it was a no-go for me.
You see, she una see emotional blackmail. When the man they do pastor for 30 years for Redeem, when him and them Adeboye they do rigmarole together, he no go to God in prayer. He no see say na slave trade. He no see at that time. He enjoyed the benefit of being a pastor in Redeem. He enjoyed the benefit of whining and dining with Adeboye and co-association. He no see him as anything bad. Now when things no one coming in favor, when power want to change hand, that is when suddenly Pastor Odutola comes and say, hey, all these things we don't do by ourselves. They will now come and know how much we own. They will now come and know how we run the affairs of our individual churches. Because of course, that's what happens. Once they start to, once all of you bring everything to centralized accounts, they will come see everybody. You will be as transparent. The skeleton of this, the okuo una since bed. They will come see the leg for inside house. They will come they see everything low dindi. And they are all businessmen. You don't know that one before. they go come dey see everything lodindi, everything go come dey transparent. Na him pastor Odutola he come say he come go follow God go talk. You see he no follow God talk all along you. He come go follow God go talk suddenly he and God come begin, they come turn communicator. He come remember say God get phone number. He come begin dey follow God dey talk.
I cannot sign the document and lose my soul. Because I felt if I sign that thing, it is out of conscience. And I can't. So I refused to sign. Then a year ago, they wrote us a letter saying, if you don't sign, you are no longer part of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. I said, that's okay. And they said, we'll give you 1 year. We spoke back and forth, but nothing happened. So I knew that they were eventually sending us away as a church. So in February this year, they wrote another letter saying, now that you have not signed for 1 year, you are no longer part of RCCG. So in April this year, I resigned, and just as Baltimore resigned from the organization RCCG North America and RCCG all over the world. So from today, this in fact is our first Sunday as an independent church, not under.
Woo! Yeah. Every over.
I have a question for Pastor Odutola. When you were resigning from RCCG worldwide and RCCG, all the RCCGs, your church member, did you tell them the nitty-gritty of the terms and condition of your resignation? Because if you bought that church in the name of Redeem, you now resign, come carry the church go. Abeg, na who get building? Ẹ̀yin ará Jesus house Baltimore abi na wetin una call una sef? They don do wetin they call am? What did they call the name of that thing? Transactional buying. No, not be transactional. What did they call it? Change of ownership. You know when they say change of ownership? You still do you understand? Can you feel the things of the spirit? So they move una, they change una. RCCG, Jesus house bought he bought una away from RCCG. Change of ownership. Wonderful, miraculous. Una see una life. And none of una, I sure say for that church, nobody ask Pastor Odutola, hello, Pastor Odutola. Now, when you dey buy us out of RCCG, abeg, what are the terms and conditions of the buying of the contracts? You know say when business wan liquidate and they come, another business come buy am over, e go buy am, ó máa ra pa ni. He come buy am, they come buy them. Meanwhile, remember say Pastor Odutola, he say he read the law, the paper wey they say make they do. He say their lawyer say slave trade end in how many years ago. Abeg, wetin he do now? He different from slave trade. He different. Na question o. Ìbéèrè ò fàjà. Is it different from slave trade? He come buy, those ones too come dey clap. Woo! Hey! They come dey clap. Wọ́n ra yín pa. Ẹ bá gbọ́ wọ́n ra wọ́n pa ni. You see that they clap? So you see them. You see the newly bought containers.
Where did we go wrong?
Let's sit
How did we get here?
I wanted to know that this was not a decision.
Jem. See, me, I'm not even talking about whether, it's not about whether RCCG is a church to go or not to go. I am just talking about how all these things are nothing but business transactions. It's not even about whether it's a church or it's not a church now. It's the fact that it's just nothing but pure business transactions. RCCG business does not favor Odutola, and he was able to raise fund to buy himself out of the business. That is basically, this is simple business transactions. That's all it is.
That I take lightly. I have served in this church for 30 years.
Yeah, bro.
30 years that cannot be taken back. Because if you add 30 years to my age,
Oh my God.
I'll be 91. I served for 30 years.
Anyway, that is how Pastor Odutola, there's no point going back and forward on it, but that's how Pastor Odutola owned Jesus House, Baltimore, and he now became the founding father of Jesus House, Baltimore. Whether God go call him Pikin to come and continue the business of Jesus House, we never know. Now the matter we see the settle. Now, why Pastor Odutola he can't get Jesus House? Pastor Odutola, of course, when Pastor Iluyomade, when the commercial comes over for that one leg, now Pastor Odutola go up and go set up now him go meet am the day wey they do their own new church. Of course, there was a lot of empathy around Pastor Odutola. This, that, he shaking it, everybody they do hey, he, who, ha, they go. Anyway, Pastor Adeboye, he don't lose that particular building. Fine, there's no wahala. But then Pastor Odutola come begin to do podcasts. In fairness, he don't do some interesting podcasts. Make we hear some of him podcasts wey they do. I've listened to some of his podcasts and I'm like, this is very interesting.
A situation where someone says, oh, my husband has to carry all the cost and It's unrealistic, because the question I ask is that, what are you bringing to the marriage? Is it only sex? My advice to a lot of people concerning finances is very simple. Do a budget of your expenses and know the income of both of you. And I say that whosoever is earning more, let him contribute more. If your total expense in a month, using America now, is $5,000, or if it's $500,000 per month in Nigeria, Naira, then whoever is earning more, either your husband or your wife, should contribute more towards the $500,000. One can contribute $300, the other can contribute $200. One can contribute $3,000, the other can contribute $2,000. And then you also maintain individual accounts. That's 3 accounts. And finally, in the combined account also, you maintain the savings account, a joint savings. What it does is that in the individual accounts, you still have some money left. And if both of you agree that you are going to be saving 10% of your income, then you know that 10% of your income also will go into a joint savings account. And nobody takes money out of that joint account without each other's knowledge and approval. And that's how you can run this thing. A situation where someone says, oh, my husband has to carry all the cost and It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Because the question I ask is that, what are you bringing to the marriage?
Now, in fairness, Pastor Odutola has done I see some of his podcast, and is talking sense. It tends to be more focused on financial literacy, which is a good thing. He calls himself, he talks a lot on financial literacy, which is very, very interesting, because these are topics that people don't talk about in church. Let's be honest. Finances are not things that people would like to talk about. Our God will provide. Shebo na him they talk about them, Richard and Co. We all of them. If they were financially literate, there are a lot of things they will do differently. But very recently, Pastor Odutola, we sit down for social media. Now Pastor Odutola come. No be him be this. They come. Pastor Odutola come break internet. I don't know, say now we sit down. Now Pastor Odutola, he don't they talk better. Well, no be better. Well, he's been doing financial literacy podcast. But this particular one, now Pastor Odutola can give us lamba. When you hear lamba, he say lamba, he lamba. Because not hear.
I never lined up at the American embassy to get a visa. I was literally pushed and given a visa. I'm talking about obeying God and walking by faith. I followed people to the embassy who wanted to get visa, and the guy that will give them visa looked at me and said, "Don't you want visa?" And I told him, plain blank, I said, "I don't need any visa now. When I want to go to America, I will go." God had already spoken to me that I was going, and here was there somebody asking me, and he said, "I've never seen somebody come to my office and not also for visa." He said, "You are different." He said, "Go and bring no passport." If you want to know how I got to America, I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
I did not pay for visa. I did not book an appointment. I went the next day. I gave him my passport, and I gave him my wife's passport and the two children. And the secretary looked at me and said, "But the man asked you to bring your passport alone." Thank God for our secretaries. They are gatekeepers. So you have to know how to bypass gatekeeper to get to where you are going. That's a story for another day. So I was arguing with the man. I said to him, "If you don't give me the visa, it's not a problem. I'm not asking for this visa," because the man said I should go and bring my passport. Why did I say that? I knew that whatever it will take to get there, it will happen, because God has already told me that that's where I'm going. So it will take more than the secretary to stop me. So the man came out, and the man said, "What's the problem?" "You this guy." He said, "What is the problem?" I said, and the man said, "Take all the passport. Go and give them visa." I looked at the secretary.
Wonderful.
Now you see. Oh Lord, have mercy. I'm talking about walking by faith. When I brought the passport home with the visa, my wife was looking at me as she has never seen me before. She said, "You are different. This has nothing to do with one man. It has only to do with God. When you walk by faith, you are unstoppable."
Hello. Ẹ̀yin ará yahoo. They say una visa na pure water. They say una no dey go embassy. Say they go just carry visa, we go just dash person visa. His name is Odutola, Pastor Odutola. Ẹ̀yin ará America, abeg make we go line up for Pastor Odutola church. He say he no ask for visa. He say he just waka. Na him dey say he no need visa. He come say no, not really. Na him dey say make he go bring him passport to come. He no come go. Meanwhile, he no need visa. He no need visa, but he remember to carry the passport of himself, him wife, and him two children. He carry am go place. Remember, the man say he no need visa. Hey, let us hear again.
I never lined up at the American embassy to get a visa. I was literally.
Did you hear? Pastor Odutola say he no line up for American embassy take find visa. He no go American embassy go line up. Ayara yao. Na so that they give. Pastor Odutola. Ubadaka gbelegomo ma paro. Pastor Odutola, you do this one do. Now this one they call gege.
Literally pushed and given a visa. I'm talking about obeying God and walking by faith.
Abeg, which visa we apply for that? Na Australian visa I wan go apply for now. Abi make I no even apply. Make I just obey God. Make I just tell. Make I go fill my ETA. Tell Australian government say I am obeying God. I no go apply for ETA. I will just obey God. Lamba buruku. Lamba oshi. Na this one they call enu opuro ohun sege. And people papa they dey inside this place. They dey inside church. They listen to this kind of lamba. Wonderful, miraculous.
I followed people to the embassy who wanted to get visa, and the guy that will give them visa.
Hello, Pastor Odutola say he follow people to the embassy who want to get visa. Remember, Pastor Odutola say he no ask for visa.
Pastor, looked at me and said, "Don't you want visa?" And I told him visa, and the guy that will give them visa looked at me and said, "Don't you want visa?" And I told him.
Hello, abeg, I never go American. Me, I no go lie. I never go American embassy before. Of course, I have no reason to. because you know say we na ETAS na yeah ETAS na we dey apply online visa na we dey apply for. You no need to see any human being. But hold on o, those of una wey dey go America embassy, shey when una reach there, e say the man ask am whether he no need visa. Na so dem dey do for America. Ẹ̀yin ará yàwọ̀ na so dem dey do. Rosie, they no dey tell us here. Person say he dey under Baba Adeboye for 30 years. Baba Adeboye wey Colorado water abi na Colorado winter stop for Baba Adeboye. La.
Plain blank. I said, I don't need any visa now. When I want to go to America, I will go. God had already spoken to me that I was going. And here was there somebody asking me, and he said, I've never seen somebody come to my office and not also for visa. He said, you are different. He said, go and bring no passport. If you want to know how I got to America, I'm telling you right now, I did not pay for visa. I did not book an appointment. The next day, I gave him my passport, and I gave him my wife's passport and the two children, and the secretary looked at.
Hold on. Pastor Odutola say him follow people go embassy. He say he no need visa o. He say the person wey dey do visa just ask am say whether he no need visa. Now he tell am say he no need visa. Say na God say when it's time for him to go to America, he go go. Na the person come, na the visa man come tell am say go and bring your passport. Imagine the person no even know am. He just say go and bring your passport. Now Pastor Odutola, remember emphasis on he did not go to America embassy to go and get a visa. They come say make he go bring him passport. Pastor Odutola we no dey ready to go, we no ready to hustle for visa. He can't go carry in passport. They say go and bring your passport. They did not say go and bring the passport of you and your family. Pastor Odutola can't go carry his own passport, the wife passport, and the passport of his two children. He go carry and come. Can you feel the cap and feel the sunshade? Yet Pastor Odutola, he no go American embassy, go hustle for visa. Did you fill in the gap? Now this kind line, they call filling the gap, irolabi.
I said, but the man asked you to bring your passport alone. Thank God for our secretaries. They are gatekeepers, so you have to know how to bypass gatekeeper to get to where you are going. That's a story for another day.
Imagine, he say he did not have to hustle. He said they now asked him, but the man said just go and bring your own passport. He say his secretary, he get him passport, the passport of his wife and his children, his two children. He say he carry and go. He come dey say thank God for our secretaries. So you see say his story, he no add up with wetin he dey talk. He said he did not hustle for visa, yet he was thankful that his secretary brought the passport of his wife, of himself, his wife, and his children. Can you fill in the gap? I hope you can fill in the gap. La. And people dey sit down under this kind of people.
So I was arguing with the man. I said to him, if you don't give me the visa, it's not a problem. I'm not asking for this visa because the man said I should go and bring my passport. Why did I say that? I knew that.
Hold on. Pastor Odutola say he was not asking for visa. He say the man tell him, he say he did not go give him. That's not a problem. He's not asking for visa, but they say go and bring your passport. He carried the passport of himself, his wife, and his children. He carry and go there, and yet he's not asking for visa. Can you fill in the gap? He's not asking for visa. He's not asking for visa. Yet his wife and his two children, he carry their passport, join his own, carry and go American embassy. Pastor Odutola, this lie where you dey lie.
Whatever it will take to get there, it will happen. Because God has already told me that that's where I'm going. So it will take more than the secretary to stop me.
Did you hear? He said whatever it will take to get there, it will happen. He said it will take more than the secretary to stop him. That means Pastor Odutola was saying with one mouth that he's not also for visa. Meanwhile, he also for visa. Now this kind of when they say fill in the gap, pay attention to the context of the discussion or the narrative. Sorry, pay attention to the context of the narrative. Pastor Odutola was saying something else, but the context was saying something else. And people they follow this man. Hey, Pastor Odutola, ayayayayaya.
So the man came out, and the man said, "What's the problem? Ah, you this guy?" He said, "What is the problem?" I said, and the man said, "Take all the passport. Go and give them visa."
I have a question. The visa man, a visa man in column, how did the staff at the American embassy, how did that what did you say? Big mommy Kofo. Aproko, yes, it's happening. Yes, it's happening to my husband's friend, but it's long time ago. My husband followed his friend to the embassy by that time because his friend got money, but he can't speak English. Big mommy Kofo, can I ask, was your husband's friend, did he apply for a visa? If you don't mind, can you answer us, or you can call in and explain to us? But there is no way. How did the staff at the embassy know that he wanted to apply, that he wasn't going to apply for a visa? How did they know that? It's a question. Pastor Odutola, you cannot tell us half story. How did that staff at the embassy know that you, of all of you that came together, how did he know that of all of them you were not applying for a visa? Does he have a proud knowledge of you?
I looked at the secretary. You see, oh Lord, have mercy. I'm talking about working my faith. When I brought the passport home with the visa, my wife was looking at me as she has never seen me before. She said, "You are different. This has nothing to do with one man."
Pastor Odutola, let's even agree that they gave you visa. Surely there's criteria that you met for you to have received the visa. There is no way they will stamp your passports. They will grant you a visa without meeting the criteria. You see, these are the misleading stories that these pastors give. Pastor Odutola, you can do better. These are these pastors. Now, so Shena Suleiman, now he say, who was it? Somebody say whether he enter. Who was that one that say whether he enter airport in France and he met himself in Italy? What was that testimony? Who remember that testimony? When the man enter toilet, he come meet himself for another country. You know, there are some testimony wey dey give for down na pulpit. We be say when I give am, we come dey ask questions, say kilo shele. Na small pikin una dey follow. Even small pikin sef go ask una say how. So you do not need a visa, and then they say go and bring your passport. So you didn't meet the criteria. You didn't meet the criteria of the visa. They just carry visa give you. He was in toilet in France and came out in Germany. I shall not say na toilet. I shall not say the guy shall say he enter toilet. Thank you, Jari. Is his friend to help you to translate English for him? The consular asked my husband's friend about his own passport. My husband's friend said he's not going. Hey, Mommy Kofo, please can you call in to guide us, because let's understand what you're saying. If you don't mind, ma, can you call in so I want to ask question. I don't want to believe you will just turn up. Yes, you can turn up at the embassy, but I don't want to believe that the embassy will just wake up on money. They will not check your criteria. They will just carry visa and give you. Do you know what that means? So they didn't do security clearance. They just stamp your passport. Oh yeah, come to our country. That's what they do. Even Nigeria does not stamp your passport like that and tell you to come into their country. You still have to evidence the reason why you're in Nigeria. Hey, Sherry, Pastor Odutola, when you call your pastor Irolabi, now you see a practical example of Irolabi. This is what they call Irolabi. Irolabi Enterprises. Irolabi Enterprises, now be this one. He can't dey tell you. He say that is what happens when you walk by faith. So those wey no dey, so the rest people no walk by faith. You see how your pastor, the guy don learn work from Baba Adeboye hand. He don dey redeem. He don dey redeem. For how many years? 30 years. He don learn work. He can't dey do abracadabra. He don learn work for 30 years. Most una pastors na lamba dey give. They will just come dey give una lamba. What is wrong with it's even possible. For all you care, it is possible that maybe at that time he was not ready to apply for a visa. Most likely, he knew he was going to apply for visa, but maybe at that time that was not a plan, or he did on that particular visit. He did his plan was. Oh, you're old school, ma. Okay. But my husband didn't apply for visa. Ma, how long ago was that? And when you say visa, what country? Is it the United Kingdom? What am I saying? All these pastors, they will just give lamba. You can't be hearing. That's how to focus. Oh, if it's the UK, you know that up until late 80s, in United Kingdom, if you are a Nigerian, you didn't need a visa to be in the UK. Sure, you know that. You know that for a long time you didn't need a visa to be in the UK. Do you know that? Mommy Kofo, if it's UK, then that's possible, because for a long time, for a while, hold on, let me see. Let me see, just a minute. Just give me 1 minute too. 87. Up until February 1st, 1987, Nigerians did not need visas to be in the United Kingdom. So if it's round about that time, yes, it's correct. Your husband will not need a visa to be in the UK. Or if it was round about that time, your husband, clearly, you are right. If it was round about that time, because the whole it was up until it was down to the late 80s, because the whole thing around visa was down to what's the name? The whole thing around visa was in the late 80s that Nigerians needed visa, because back in the days you didn't need visa. You didn't need the visa to be in the UK. So if it was around about the 80s, then yes, you are correct. But if it was after then, that's not correct. Because even back then, coming as a Nigerian at Heathrow, you were welcome. They spoke Yoruba to you. They welcome you in either Yoruba, Hausa, or Igbo. So Nigerians did not need visa for a while because Nigeria is a member of the Commonwealth. So for a while, we didn't need visa. And I think it was a gradual process with other countries as well. Anyway, my people, Pastor Odutola, he don't serve lamba. He don't serve lamba. Even back then, when Nigerians did not need visa, they still verified your passport. They verified your nationality. So, yeah. But Pastor Odutola, there is no way they will just go turn up at the embassy. And when you turn up, they will just say, oh yeah, come. How did the worker know that you require a visa? How did he know that you're not even an applicant? Let's even start from there. So please, Pastor Odutola, irọ́ tẹ́ ẹ pa yìí kò mú sense wá àtọ́làtọ̀. E no carry sense come àtọ́làtọ̀. E no carry sense come. E no carry sense come. My people, I am back on my business. So, let me advertise my business. Make I advertise the one wey bother me. Before then, I actually have I have a channel. Hold on. I'm trying to separate my. Just give me 1 minute. Me Asabi ask for 1 minute. But me, if I hear pim with that 1 minute where I dey ask for, if I hear pim for your mouth. I dey come. Cause na Bami sabi find my trouble like this. Please, can you please do me a favor? I've opened a new channel, and that's strictly for Aproko travel. That's strictly for my travel business. Aproko is not in the 80s. They allow people to follow them inside spoken consular, but the consulars ask for his own passport and advise him to apply. Oh, okay, maybe, I don't know, ma. All right, man, no problem. Now, first and foremost, you all know I have travel business. Thanks, I already have 2 people who have made inquiry, and I've sent a quote to one person, to one. I did it yesterday, and then the other person, you know yourself. Thanks so much. I'm going to send your quote before the end of tomorrow, or at some point before Tuesday. Definitely, I'll get your quote sorted for you. Now, here is my travel advert.
What if planning your dream holiday could be exciting instead of stressful? Imagine having one trusted travel expert helping you every step of the way. Welcome to Aproko Travel, where your journey begins with confidence. At Aproko Travel, we don't just book holidays, we create unforgettable experiences. Whether you're traveling for family, business, romance, adventure, or relaxation, we're here to make every journey seamless. From the vibrant streets of Cape Town to the shores of Zanzibar, Explore the world with us, from sun-drenched beaches to wild adventures. From flights and hotels to breathtaking cruises and luxury escapes, we bring everything together in one trusted travel platform. Everything you need for your next trip is just a tap away, with guaranteed best rates and easy booking. Need help planning? Our AI travel assistant and dedicated support team are always ready to guide you. Get instant recommendations and 24/7 customer support, ensuring your trip goes perfectly from start to finish. Whether you're celebrating a honeymoon, planning a family getaway, or booking a group holiday, or treating yourself to a once-in-a-lifetime luxury escape on a private yacht, Aproco Travel helps turn your dream into reality, with personalized service tailored specifically to you. We believe travel should be simple, transparent, and unforgettable. Every inquiry receives personal attention, helping you find travel options that match your plans and budget so you can focus on the memories. Because at the end of the day, your journey matters to us. The world is waiting, and your next adventure starts today. Join Aproco Travel and discover travel made simple. Contact us now and let's plan together.
Yes, so that's my travel business. I have Aproco Travel, and already I've had I've got some people reach out to me. In short, my very first travel, my very first business, or well, first travel booking, confirmed booking, took place yesterday. Thanks so much. It was actually word of mouth from a friend, and yes, in short, that's to what's the name? See the way it was pronounced. Yeah, so that's is actually to Seychelles, and it was quite fascinating trying to plan it, and yeah, getting it all sorted. It was very very fascinating because like I said, I love traveling, but I just didn't, when I just like, because I love to travel. So when I'm planning my travel, I'm just kind of like doing it based on what I know already. But planning it for people is quite different. And that family, they've never been before. It's a family of 4. They've never been before. So they wanted to go to nobody small something by me. So they wanted to go to Seychelles. So I was quite intrigued. In short, now after doing the holiday for them, after doing the quotes and securing the deal for them, I was like, whoa, actually, I need to go to Seychelles myself. So I'm tempted. I was telling the family yesterday. I said, I'm tempted. I now want to go to Seychelles now. So I've got bucket list. Oh, you went in 2023. Wow. It was really, I've never been, but it was beautiful, like, because I had to plan, so it's, as a young family, so I have to plan activities for the children, like I had to incorporate activities into the travel pack, and I love the fact that I was able to, like, work with their budget, and at the same time give them a treat, like give them a treat with it as well, so it all worked out well, and I'm so used to like doing my own, like planning travel for myself. So doing it for other people was, I've been finding it very, very interesting. The other one too that I did a quote. Yes, in short, I'm loving what I'm doing because I'm also learning from it as well. And the other one, I've got one to send on. I'm working on that because I'm very, very particular. I'm that kind of person. I'm very, very particular what I do. So I always pay attention to details, and I take into consideration like the ages of like people traveling. What is the age? What's the adventure? What do they want to achieve from that planning? So there is one I have. They are looking for culture, education, and relaxation. So I'm kind of putting it together, but obviously not breaking the bank for them. So it's, yeah. Wow, the beach was behind your hotel. Wow. Maybe it's actually because I got a result. We're actually going to get a beach we're going to get a hotel, But then there's a resort that we found, and that resort was so beautiful. Yeah, yeah, Jado show. Yes, I love doing what I enjoy. Yes, Mommy Kofo, that's good. That's good. Thank you, ma. So it's that's something with me. I love to do what I enjoy, because when you do something that you enjoy, you are very passionate about it. But when you don't do something that you enjoy, very easily you can get bored. I love to do what I enjoy. Like, I love reading anytime, any day. You can't. I don't get bored reading. I don't get bored. I'm very testy for knowledge, so I don't get bored doing that, because that's just who I am. Some people will say they struggle to read. Me, I enjoy reading, and I'm always, I just love to read. So if you want to punish me, if you think punishing me, I remember when I was young, when my auntie want to punish me, for her eye she dey punish me. She would tell me to go and read, but that's the day she's not beating me. She tell me to go and read, but as a matter of fact, that punishment, to her she thought it was punishment, but to me it was interesting because it intrigues me. But again, I guess dyslexia as well makes it very interesting, because with dyslexia you read all over the place, like you're constantly chasing for knowledge. It's you're constantly chasing for knowledge. So I have a page. I created a YouTube page. I'm going to work on my TikTok page. I want to work on my TikTok page for Aproko Travel. So please, I have a YouTube page. This is called Aproko Travel. So anything to do with the travel will all be on this page. Please kindly help me follow the page. Help me subscribe to the page, please. It's Aproko Travel. I had to get someone to help manage it, because obviously I'm getting someone to help me as an admin to manage it, to manage the Aproko Travel. Not necessarily manage, of course, you still have to speak to me. You still speak to me, so it's not, don't worry, the authenticity is there, because it's something I enjoy doing. Okay, it's something I enjoy doing, and it's something I enjoy doing. So because I enjoy doing it, it doesn't bother me. But for the administrative angle of it, I had to employ someone. In short, I was going to get the same person that does my, what's the name? The same person that does my my Facebook page. Help me thank Bami. Anybody that sees Bami, help me give Bami a hug. Give him a hug for me. Just help me thank him. He understands what I mean. I was going to get the person that manages my Facebook page to do this, but I just felt it might be too much for the young person. I don't know. I didn't ask her, but I felt it might be too much, so I had to get someone else to help manage this and promote the business for me. Like just promote it while I'm promoting. Yeah, to help me promote it. And the deal, I mean, also please, I'm looking for people that would, I'm also looking for people that would help me, so promote, so I have an admin that is managing it for me, and I also have incentives as well. Obviously, like I can cover anywhere in the world. Like, I don't do visa. I know, I see my voice is big, but I no get power. Okay, as big as my voice be, I know say when people hear my voice, she go like wahala. Hello, I'm a chicken. I don't like wahala, as you see me so. I don't like wahala. Please help me follow my my YouTube page on Aproko Travel. Everything to do with travel is all there. Then also I have what's the name? Amazon affiliate marketing. So I have products I deliberately promote. So the products, like I do products on, I just pick like different products. So you see some things there. I'll start uploading. The person that will manage the page obviously will be helping to upload stuff there. Then also, you can help me, please recommend travel for me, recommend people who want to travel, and I look forward to you guys patronizing me as well. If you recommend people that want to travel to me, for any confirmed travel, booking, there's an incentive. There's an incentive for that. So if you recommend somebody, so if you're in Nigeria and you recommend somebody for any complete travel booking, there's money to be made for confirmed travel booking. How does your client we won't do water crossing? What do you mean, Bami? My client that wants to do water crossing, what do you mean? Yes, I cover Nigeria as well. There's holiday park across, like I cover anywhere in the world. So I can plan holidays anywhere in the world, just anywhere in the world. I have access to anywhere in the world. I've got my license and everything, so I do anywhere in the world. In short, I have 5 tentative Asia booking, and then I have one in December. I have one safari booking. Myself and the clients were working on what they want. They are not yet sure what they want to do yet, and we're working on it together. But I was suggesting some countries to them, but I guess they are not. I don't think they don't do visa on arrival anymore in Nigeria. Oh. But me no mind them, Gary. When I tell them I need to do visa, they don't even answer me. I don't even do wahala again. They don't do. Yeah, Nigeria stopped doing visa on arrival. Ghana does visa on arrival. I know that. I know Ghana does visa on arrival. Well, the queue can be long, but they do visa on arrival because I have done visa on arrival in Ghana, and I've done visa on arrival in Kenya as well. But to be fair, you are better doing your visa before traveling. But they also accept visa on arrival. It's just that the queue, that queue is not for the faint-hearted. The queue is not for the faint-hearted at all. So yes, please, if you have any, I'll be putting what I plan to do is put some package together. So on my YouTube page, and I'm going to open a TikTok page because obviously TikTok is where you can do a lot of travel content. I have a personal TikTok page, but I don't want to get it. I still want to maintain my personal space. So I want to open a TikTok page that's dedicated strictly for travel, and I will be able to upload travel content there, whereby ideas, because it's not about the travel. Most times it's not like I don't want to put stuff that belongs to me in there. Like I like to do my own thing as well. So but for the TikTok, I want to do something that is strictly for the travel business, and I don't want to meddle that up. So like on this Saturday now, you want to enter my space, but I mean, you shall like to define trouble. You will just sit down, define trouble. If I carry court case, no because in short, I don't even know what to do with you. I don't know what I go do you, because if I carry say na cease and desist, if I carry that one come, you no go answer me. Kinon Porukwe. Yes, so I don't want to. Yeah, I want to do travel content that is strictly for travel. Like on Saturday now, Virgin, I got invited for a Virgin voyage. Time with the, they have stuff that they're doing. So I got invited. But again, funny enough, that came through apropos with cruise. I was invited, which was I found that I thought that was quite interesting that I did that. So I got invited, and that's a whole day event, which is I've never been in a Virgin ship before, so I'm looking forward to it, and I'll create content out of it. Obviously, I'll record, create content out of it, and then be able to put it on my travel page as well. So yeah, I think it's a whole day. There's another one, and there's one in Hilton. I've not I shall get to reach email. Amazon, yeah, Amazon reached out to me, so I'm yeah. So yeah, it's I'm loving what I'm seeing. I'm loving what I'm seeing. So it's a gradual process. You know, so when you start business, you know the easy. Now gradually, business is starts. So, but for travel, please, if you ever want to plan travel, you can give me a try. Give Aproko Travel a try for your leisure travel, celebrations, maybe birthdays, weddings, whatever it is. Just give me a try, and yes, and if you know, you can you can do a referral for me as well, if you don't mind. Um, you're still advertising. Oh, thank you. So yes, for referrals, if you're in Nigeria, yes, and like I said, I don't do visas. There's cruise travel, there's river cruise. You want to do East African tour? Yeah, boss me. There's in short, that East African tour I can personally recommend, because I go to East Africa. I've been to East Africa. I go to East Africa a lot. Well, I go to East Africa, but then I also have families there. So yes, East Africa, reach out to me. I'm definitely going to get you something good. In short, traveling is another level of education. It's in a different planet entirely. Honestly, I don't know. Like it's just something I enjoy doing. I love traveling. It's a different kind of education. I don't know how to explain it. Like my mind runs wild when I'm traveling. Even just within UK here, just within the UK, just within the United Kingdom here, there's a lot you can do. So even if you want to plan stuff within the United Kingdom, reach out to me. I can put things together for you. I used to work for the National Trust, so there are things that I've got some knowledge. Just reach out. I'm quite happy. Yes, and also if you want to go into travel business, reach out as well. But for me, I'm more focused on. I just love traveling. I love traveling. I love traveling. I enjoy it. I enjoy traveling. So please patronize me, and yes, help me grow my business, and I'll help you grow your own business as well. And what I want to start doing, I think I've mentioned that before, but people didn't come forth. What I would like to do is every last Saturday of the month, I would love to advertise people's businesses. So long as your business is legit, please don't bring business when you legit to you. So long as your business is legit, send it to me, send your advert to me, and we'll help promote it. Let's all grow ourselves. Let's all grow each other's businesses. Okay, send the advert. Let's grow the business. Let's help. I can advertise it with my page. It doesn't matter. We advertise, and then people get to see your business, and people get to patronize you as well. There is so long as it's legit. Okay, so long as it's legit, we will help you. I will help you advertise it, and let's all patronize ourselves. Let's all grow together. It doesn't matter, even if it's Nigeria, wherever your business is, so long as it's legit. Okay, let's help grow ourselves. We'll grow our business together. Okay, so please, for your travel, patronize me. And then I've got some Amazon product I put up on my page on YouTube. Kindly look at it, check out. I think most of the things I've kind of put up so far is just more of travel, but I did that deliberately because Me, if there's anything, when I'm traveling, the worst thing that can happen is when you get to the airport and then your bag does not fit as your cabin bag. Say it is not always interesting. So yes, so please, yeah, patronize me. I am here for you. And for those who have reached out to me, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Like that particular couple that are away, they're actually traveling in they're traveling next week. Yeah, next week actually. They're traveling next week. They away for 10 days. I can't wait to get their reviews. I've asked them to please send a review once they're back from their travel. So I can't wait to get their reviews and see what they think. But I'm glad I was able to get them because, like, when we're planning it, me myself, I've never been to Seychelles before, but I was just like, I was very, yeah, very, very focused on ensuring that they get. And when I sent stuff to them, I ensure I didn't. I think I sent like three different. I always send three different codes because I believe you should be able to pick and choose what you want. So I sent quotes. There was one. I sent one with resorts, one with hotels and just flight. Hotels, flight alone. Resort, flight alone. Then there was resort, flight, and activities that was all booked, and airport shuttles. And I also do like airport shuttles just to I sort out your shuttles so you don't have to worry about the pickup and the drop off. I do all of that. All of that is all incorporated into the price, into your package. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you don't want it, that's fine. If you want it, fine. But just let me know. If you don't want it, let me know. If you want it, just indicate. And yeah, and yeah. After doing, that, I was like, now so this thing be me self. I suppose go look in face. So Shishel is definitely on my table, on my, yeah. It's definitely on my table. Another country that is on my table, even though I never really gave it a second look before, is Thailand. I was never keen on Thailand, but planning a Thailand holiday now, I'm like, wow, I didn't think about this. I don't know. Thailand just never caught my attention. I don't know. Maybe I think because of the documentary I watched about it, and then it's not a place I would give a second thought. But when I was looking at the hotels, and looking at the resort, looking at activities, I was like, whoa. Actually, but I love Asia. I love Asia countries. I love Asia. I love Africa. North Africa, North Africa, Southern Africa, and Eastern Africa. Definitely. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing Thailand, but I can't do that next year. I've got big travels to do next year. I have next year I'll be 50, so I have to keep whatever I do. I have to keep my birthday month free, and then Japan definitely. Japan definitely. I'm doing Japan in June. Singapore is definitely on my table. I'm going to Greece next year. I'm going to Japan next year, so I've ticked those two out. Then Eastern Africa, I'm doing the Eastern Africa safari stuff next year. So I've got three big plans I can't avoid. But Singapore, definitely. You see that Singapore? If I want to go to Singapore, I don't know. I'm thinking, I don't know yet. Singapore, I'm still dancing around when I want to go because from next year till 2029, we have big holidays in the family. So whatever I'm doing, I need to be, financially too. I need to be sensible around it. But Singapore, I am not ruling Singapore out in 2028. I'm not ruling it out at all. I might, if I don't do Singapore definitely is on my table. But Japan, I'm ticking my box on Japan next year, which I am so happy about. In short, the places I'm going to in Japan, I'm like, what? Like how? Like, the and one thing with me is I don't like to go to touristy places. I don't like when I travel. I don't like tourists. I don't like to go to where tourists go to because it means you're not exploring. They've just kind of made that place very unique to tourists. I like to go to where there's no tourist. like where it's not the places that are not popular with tourists, and honestly, it's breathtaking when you go to those kind of places. There's like Thailand. There are things I've seen in Thailand. I'm like, okay, I need to explore this. And instead of me now doing it as my own travel blog, I'm going to put the content on my travel place, just to, open that up to for what's the name? Open that up to for people to be able to explore. But in October, I have a Norwegian forge to do. And there's also cruise as well for those who love cruises. There's a lot of good cruises. There's river cruise, there's ship, there's sea cruise. So whatever one, there's kind of a lot of stuff. You said I should bring that washing machine that does laundry and iron at the same time from Japan. That's yeah. They know that one na SS luggage and I know if you carry. Me when I'm going to an holiday, I go to go and relax. You know what they call relaxation? I go to go and relax when I go on holiday. It is called relaxation for a reason. It's called holiday for a reason. So I blank out everybody and do stuff. But I might vlog. I don't know. I don't know when I reach there. But the Norwegian food, I want to go and look for Kinong Purukwe. I want to go and look. You see that northern lights? I dey go find them. Now me and them. That northern light. If you see as I'm so excited that I want to catch that northern light, you won't understand. You won't understand the things of the spirit. How I am so excited wanting to catch it. Anyway, so that is that. Please kindly help me follow my travel page and help me grow my Bami. Ngbo wetin gem do you? Because you don't begin to find trouble. Wetin gem do you now? Wetin gem do you? He say na clock it. Shey you dey see Bami? Say na he say na clock it. My people. My people, it was nice catching up with you. I don't know, I might come back later in the day, but you see that my garden, if you see my back garden, you see my front garden, hey, now you go call you say you're waiting for what? I'm still waiting for the life you promised us on wearing with for our USR. And when they don't do now don't worry. Jado show don't worry. Now here you don't worry. That one on our way go cash until on our way. Shall they watch movie? You get the particular thing where they wait for before I go do that one. Anyway, do have a lovely day, everybody. Make I go. When am I going to speak on what? No, there's no salmon fish. In short, I want to grill turkey. Now turkey I won't grill. Hey, Dorcas, good morning, man. Good afternoon. How are you? Now afternoon, it's a lie. Afternoon. Irọ́ ni o. Sorry, that's probably if I'm lost. What are you talking about? Sorry. Send it to me on WhatsApp. I don't know what you're talking about. There's so many stories to talk about where honestly, I was trying to catch up with everybody, no easy. I don't know, I don't believe I have to know. Tomorrow now, work don't start. Oh, the case of that guy is still in South Africa. I think they have not tried to. We're still waiting I think the UK system, to extradite him, is still, I think there's still a process around it. Oh, you mean the Fumilayo girl? See, I'm very, very skeptical about the story of that girl, of that lady. You're talking about the one that Auntie Adoni is doing, right? That lady, the one that they said they gave injection. I am very, very skeptical about her story. I have a lot of reservations about her story, and that's why I'm not looking at the story, because I have a lot of reservations. I have a lot of reservations about the story. Um, yeah, I have a lot of reservations about the story. I just feel something is not right. I don't think it's as simple as the parents are. Um, I don't feel it's as simple as the parents are. They are keeping her away. She's accusing the parents. I think there's more to it than that. I personally think there's more to the lady than just what is out there. I personally think so. I don't. I'm very, very skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical. I'm very, very skeptical. And because of that, maybe I'm uncomfortable talking about it. And I did share my views with Auntie Aduni about it. I just something doesn't add up with her story. There's something that does. I can't just put my finger on it, on her story. Something doesn't add up. I don't think it's as simple as what she's saying. I think there's more to her story. I don't want to believe they would be giving her that kind of inject. I don't think they will be injecting her in their house just like that. Yes, Nigerian system might not be working. Nigerian story. I know that in that what's the name? I know that Nigerian, sometimes our system can be funny, but the law works in Nigeria, and I don't want to believe our parents will just put her in their house, they will confide her in their house, and they will just supervise someone giving her injection just like that, knowing that injection can impact on her. I mean, for even her to get those injection, somebody prescribed it, and for prescribing it, the assessment was done. They can't just be giving an injection with no assessment. So something is not adding up with her story. Something is definitely not. It's clearly not adding up. You know. Something is not adding up with her story, and yeah, I just think there's loopholes. But me, buying a doctor is not as easy as that. I don't want to believe any doctor will want to put their career on the line for. I don't want to think any doctor will just want to put their career on the line. You know what it is to be giving someone injection? You're not talking of malaria injection. You're not talking of what did they call it? It's like saying orthopedic came to come and treat you in their house. The parents want her to come and. I just think there's more. I think there's more to the story than what is being put out. I am very, very skeptical about it. I think there's more to the story than what they are putting out, but it's a very tricky. Me, I don't want to get my fingers into it because it's not. I'm very, very skeptical. Something just doesn't add up for me. It doesn't add up. Even when the girl was talking, I saw a video that she did where she was speaking. I don't know whether na French, whether na wetin she dey speak. Where she dey use her parents, the way she engage, she dey quote Bible, dey do oríṣiríṣi. I just dey look am. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ọlọ́mọ máa ń ṣòro ó dá sí. There's more to the story, and me, like I don't like using emotions to engage with stories. Anything I cannot clarify, I no dey talk am. Even dem Funke, all this dem Funke MFM story. I know you see say when everybody scream, me I no follow them scream because me I no join. I no fit evidence wetin my own be say how all of una take go church. Wey be say when una comot for church na to dey use police dey pack una safe. Then the truth about it is nobody can love that girl, that lady more than her parents. she too, she's leaving the house, she's doing whatever they say there she's doing. Wetin happen true. She said her brother forcefully carry her. She say her parents no know. As how now? As a parent, if something happens in the house, you will notice the changes in your children. There's just something that doesn't add up. And then the parents too that are reacting, there is definitely something. I don't want to believe any parents who just wake up on money. I know some parents, their head did knock. But she's 37. There's something just doesn't add up for me. And I did say that to auntie. I said that to auntie. I told auntie, I explained to auntie, something doesn't add up. Even when she was talking on auntie's show, there's a lot of there's just something. So our story doesn't add up for me. Our story doesn't add up for me. So our story doesn't add up for me, and I just feel there's high emotions in the way the story is being held. There's just something just doesn't add up. And you know me, in as much as I blog, I'm also a professional, and the last thing I want is to carry myself. I don't want to. I have come too far to risk my professional registration just because I want to blog. Hello, sorry, I can't. I don't have excuse for being mischievous online. So it's I'm following the story. I'm paying attention to what they are saying. I'm paying attention to the whole thing. I think my understanding is that the parents don't carry police arrest person. I've been waiting. I don't know, but something just does not feel right, and I would love to be proven wrong. It just doesn't sit well. There's just something about the lady and even the parents' whole story, whatever it is, it just does not sit right for me. And you know, that's the thing with social media. When people bring story to social media, before jumping on it, you need to be very, very careful. As much as we want to say, Nigeria is not working, we need to be very, very careful. There are some things in Nigeria, as much as Nigeria is not working, there are some things that you will do in Nigeria, it will shock you. Yeah, I mean, I don't know the back. There's just something. There's something, because from the way the girl was talking, when I think I watched part of what she was saying on the news show, I didn't join on time, but the way I joined was, I think she was saying something like, her parents don't like her. I think she's the only girl, if I'm right. She's supposed to be the only girl, the only female child, and her brother, she feels her brother are better than her. I've been with her, I don't even know. She had the top plenty story, and I'm like, okay, what is the summary of this story now? You know? And then she said they gave her injection. They were giving her injection in the house. The injection they are giving her is what you call controlled medication. It's controlled. I don't want to believe, and I don't want to believe they can buy that kind of. Even the pharmacists that we sell that to them, that we sell those injections to that we sell those doses to them in Kidon Purukwe, in the pharmacy. Those pharmacists, they have to cover their back. The doctor wey they give her has to cover their back. I don't want to believe any doctor will risk their life, will risk their profession to go and give that kind of injection in their house. Antipsychotic injection. They give her for inside house. Let's take a step back. Yes, but I mean the same question me too I'm asking. Like the question you are asking, the same question I'm asking. How did she end up with that kind of controlled medication? Because it's a controlled medication. But the question be say, somebody prescribed it. That prescription would have come on the back of an assessment. They can't just, nobody give antipsychotic. Even in the most lawless country, nobody give antipsychotic without prescription, without assessment without assessment. I know say Nigeria, I know say our head dey knock for Nigeria, but I don't want to believe any doctor, even a psychiatrist. I don't think they will put their career on the line to prescribe, to start administering antipsychotic injection just like that. Hello Musa, how are you? I don't want to believe that will just happen suddenly. I don't want to believe so. I don't want to believe so. Me, I don't know if the parents are covering it. To be honest with you, like I said, the story is not adding up for me. It's just not adding up. It's not adding up at all for me. Something is not right. Something is not right somewhere. Something is not right. And that someone has, so I know people were saying, they say she has mental health concerns, but then she's accurate, or she's coherent. Now, that people have mental health does not mean that that people living with mental health can be coherent. There's nothing wrong. It's just a health, is a condition for them. They are coherent. If they take their medication, they engage with treatment, they'll be coherent. They get the right support, they'll be coherent. But just like any other thing, they have good days and their bad days. That's the reality. They have their good days, and go and ask any psychiatrist, go and ask any mental health specialist, they will tell you. People have their good days and their bad days. So it could be that maybe the days that they're speaking to her are good days. Her parents are the ones, she's lived with her parents. There's a good days, there's a good days, there's a bad days. Because we're saying that she was they speak to her, she's okay, she's coherent. If she's in her good days, of course she'll be coherent. She'll be coherent. There's nothing stopping her. What were you expecting her not to be? Not to be coherent? Mental health does not stop people from being coherent. If she's sexually abused, then there could be an issue. I don't know. I mean, obviously the onus is on, she can report it. She can get support around that. Even here in the Western country, sometimes we make this assumption. I'm very careful when people make, I'm very uncomfortable when people make a statement like, you see in the Western world, this cannot happen. That's not true. A lot happens in the Western world. My colleague in NHS will tell you. My colleague in NHS will tell you, there are some things that happens here you will not even believe is the soil of United Kingdom. So all these things of she's a vulnerable adult. Yes, she's a vulnerable adult. Does she have capacity? The answer is yes. It's just like Yewande. Yewande is a vulnerable adult, but she has capacity. The Fumilola lady, she's a vulnerable adult, but she has capacity. They are two different things. You can be vulnerable, but if you have capacity, yes, you are allowed to be yourself. She's got capacity. See, Bami, you know what? If there's medical treatment, yes, but the cocoa of the matter is, I don't know. I've not, if you see where the parents are speaking, please send that to me. I want to watch the parents' side, because all the story we are hearing is mainly from Fumi. I don't know. The little I've not really paid attention. I just think there's so much emotions being thrown in that story, in the way they are handling that girl's case, and it's making me very uncomfortable. But the parents are being bashed. And I'm very uncomfortable with the way the parents are being bashed. There's no parents told us what, sorry. What did you say? Yeah, Musa, I agree. But what I'm saying is, people are saying, I think I saw it on the TikTok where they were saying, In where is that lady even screaming for? Where is she now for UK? In the UK, the parents would have been arrested. Arrested for what? What are they been arresting them for? What are they arresting them for? If it's in the UK, the parents would have been arrested. They forcefully imprisoned her. Where is the evidence that she was forcefully imprisoned? That Fumi should come home to continue with her injections. You know what, Bami? You see this Fumi girl story, eh? You see this girl story. You cannot engage with that lady. You can't engage with that lady without understanding the chronology of her treatments. There is no way you can engage with her and isolate her parents. Even in the Western world, you can't work with her and isolate her parents. Remember, her parents have seen her in her good days and her bad days. Maybe the day she came on Auntie Aduni's show, maybe that was one of her good days. Who knows? I don't know. Like I said, for me, something just does not add up. I don't know what it is. I can't put my fingers on it. Something doesn't add up. I can't put my fingers on it. It could be her good days. It could be that the day she's coming out to speak to everybody is her good days. That someone has mental health doesn't mean they don't have people. There are people that have mental health diagnoses and they lecture. They lecture. Some of them are doctors. Some of them are nurses. There's so much to this. I don't think it's as simple as she did this, she did that. There's just something just doesn't add up, sha. And there's something they teach us in my kind of profession. When your instinct, always follow your instincts. There's just something about that story that just doesn't add up. And I don't know. I know people are bashing the parents, but we are only going by. Remember, even in social work, when you are working with families, one thing you also need to remember, like I always tell people, for us, it's very easy for us to be at the other side of our. It's always good, it's very easy for us to be at the other side of our table and be writing, this is our assessment, blah blah blah. But we don't live in the life of those people 24 hours. You understand? We don't live in their life 24 hours. The only expert in anybody's case is that person. That's it. Go and read about understanding treatment. That's why the focus of treatment is not solely nailed. That's why there's a lot of shift from medical treatment to holistic treatment of patients, where you don't just focus on just medical diagnosis. You are looking at the social psycho diagnosis, social psycho diagnosis as well. Okay, so it's not just as simple as go and give medication. Yes, the parents, we can bash the parents for all we like, but then the parents are the ones who have had that lived experience. I don't want to believe one parent will just wake up one morning and say, yeah, come and start giving my child antipsychotic. Do you honestly think the parents would not have asked the doctor, what is this injection that you are giving my child? Why does my child, do you know what it is? At least exactly. You see, no matter the help anybody wants to help that girl, you can't ignore the parents. And that's very key to all of this. Yes, they can go and get a house for her. They can go and raise money and whatever they're doing for her. Nobody knows her better than her parents. And even some of the things she's saying, is just something, just for me anyway, it just doesn't add up. And I'd rather follow my professional instinct around it than follow my emotions. Exactly. Hey, Tope, how are you? She didn't just start taking that injection for no reason. Something led to that. How did they get to that? How did they even get to her taking the injection in the first place? we are listening to our own story. Remember Chimamanda Adichie? We need to be very careful. We need to be very careful with one single story. You know, we are hearing our own side of the story. It's just like when couples, when people break up, A will tell you our own side of the story, B will tell you our own side of the story. But then C too, you know, there's your story, my story, and their story, and the truths. And that's why even when you're responding to concerns, you have to pay attention to the details. Pay attention to what is said and what is not saying, what they're not saying. For me, I just think there's so much emotions being thrown into it. So much emotions is being heightened, and the parents are being demonized. Could it be, for all we care, could the parents actually be right? We don't know. I don't know. Me, I don't know. I don't know the whole, but there's something just does not sit right about the story, about the whole thing. You know, there is no parent. Go and read about antipsychotic. There is no parent in their heart of heart that will sit there and say, oh yeah, come and start giving my pikin antipsychotic injection. Even if that child was born out of RAPE. And that's why in social work, you see that even when children are removed from the care of their parents don't lose their parental right and responsibility straight away. There is you still have to work with the parents, because even when you talk about abuse, yes, maybe professionally what we are assessing is abuse. What if that parent, maybe that's what that parent has known all their lives? And that's why it's very important to explore parenting assessments, whereby you look at what is the meaning of a child. Because what we see as what a child should achieve might not be the meaning of a child. And we all know that we all learned parenting through our parents. So what was your own experience of parenting as a parent? And I'm very sure if I do that experiment just now, all of us are guilty in one way or the other of what the meaning of a child is. The parents might probably be acting based on what they know best. Even if they don't like that child, the mother carried her for 9 months. There's no perfect parent anywhere. There's no perfect parent anywhere. But I do not want to believe for once that our parents will just, they just are antipsychotic. They are the one to pick up the pieces. The parents are everybody that is screaming on social media. We are not the family of the girl. When the chips are down, the parents are the one to pick up the pieces. Alayonde, you said, but she's an adult and she should be allowed to make her own choices. I don't think anybody is stopping her from making her choices. But I don't also think it's fair for you to say that the parents are not showing compassion. You don't live in their world. You are going by what you are seeing on social media. You understand? And this is where there's a problem. Of course, social media has now become the new judge and jury, the new courtroom where everybody judge based on what we see on social media. The parents, let's even say the parents are not compassionate towards her. Maybe she's a university graduate. They are not compassionate and they sent her to school. They are not compassionate. She went for youth service. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. We are only going. Everything we are talking about, everything that we are analyzing, is based on what we see and hear on social media. Did we live with them to see? And now we don't follow them stay. Me, I'm not for the parents and I'm not for the girl. I'm just saying generally that I think we need to learn to put emotions aside. The only problem I have is that some parents want to hide children with mental health condition. The caging can actually make things worse. Yeah. Even here in the Western world, I live here in the UK, even here in the Western world, as much as people will be saying, in the Western country, everything is okay, that's not true. Not all parents accept that mental health is a concern. Not all families. It's case by people still hide, even here on the soil of United Kingdom, despite all the act and all the laws around mental health. People, it's still a thing of stigma. Some families would deliberately not admit to it. It's still a big deal. It's still a big deal. So don't let us, it as it happens in Nigeria, we dey see am for Western world. Don't let us be saying in the Western world it doesn't happen. It happens in Western world. And also in the Western world, we don't always get it right. The Western country don't always get things right. Those of una wey dey work for NHS, my colleague in NHS, my colleague in social care and NHS, you know what I mean. Una dey see the kind inquiry wey dey come, una dey see the kind so you and I know, we all know say we no dey always dey get am right. We don't learn to get it right. Yes, I agree with you, Jem. You said parents with challenge children shoe. I don't even using the word challenge is a stigma on its own. I would say children living with disability. When we call it challenge, it's already a stigma on its own. They're living with disability. It's one disability or the other that they're living with. It's not the end of the world. But also as a parent, it can be very difficult to accept, because every parent wants, to raise children. They want to raise every child is perfect in the eyes of a parent. But then, when you raise a child, when you have a child who has additional needs, okay, or we can say children living with disability or children with additional needs, you understand? When you have children with additional needs, it can be very daunting, because naturally for every parent, want to raise that perfect child, that child that meets the milestone, they do what their mates are doing, age and stage and stuff. But then when you have children who are slow on that level, you understand, it can be very, very tricky. And that's why there's a lot of support that is put in place to support these parents. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm accepting. They say, I mean, parents not showing compassion in the sense that they could have worked with her as she has come out and get an independent third party to medicate and not be authoritative. Well, I don't know. I honestly do. Again, have the parents spoken? Because I would love to hear what the parents have said themselves. Have the parents spoken? Please, if the parents have spoken, can you please tag me to it? Let me hear them out as well. Because you see, it's very easy for us, again, from what I understand, everything that is being put out is coming, is I think our parents don't want social media input. They seem to want to settle it behind closed door, but it could be, but I could be wrong. They want to settle behind closed door. So how did it come to social media? Well, how did even the story come to social media? Because I don't even know. I don't know. Misha, I don't know. I just feel things can be handled different. I don't know. I'm just very skeptical about the case, so that's why I've not gone close to it. Oh, the parents are old school. Not sure if they want this kind of attention. Oh, right. Yeah. You see, social media can make or break. And at the end of the day, everybody don't share the case put for hand now. This, that, they did that, yeah, whoa, yeah. We were talking about Pastor Odutola, but people were asking question. Hello, Seeking Purpose, how are you? We're talking about Pastor Odutola, but then we are about to round up, and then another question was coming up about Fumi. What's the name of that? The Fumi girl, the one that her father used to sing. You see, social media can be helpful, but it can also be disruptive. Okay, look at it now. The parents have been demonized, right? Remember, every one of us, we are all strangers to this girl, to the lady in question. Every one of us, after a while, everybody go shut up, go waka. That girl has to go back to her parents. She has to go back to go face the parents. And the parents have to go back to go face her. I'm sure in the presence of them, in the presence of social media, hurtful things would have been said. Unprintable things would have been said about the parents, or even about the girl herself, about the lady herself. How did they come back together? How did they then come back together? How did they amend? How did they unsay what they have already said to each other? How did they amend the wrongs, the hurtful words? Some people too, they've lended their voice, not even knowing the parents. They've put assumptions together. They've called the parents all sorts of names. Some people too would have called the girl all sorts of names. How do you reconcile? Look at the case of Prince Harry and his brother. His once upon a time beloved brother Williams. The two of them, they were inseparable. Their mother raised them to be there for each other. Harry was hot. Harry said things. Yes, the royal family taunted him to an extent, obviously. But Harry said things. Look at it now. Even though he comes to the UK, blah, 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 but it's never the same. Even him and his brother, when the Queen passed away, when looking at Harry and William, that is not the same brothers we used to know. A lot of hurtful things has been said. And social media is not is not family. Social media is not family. People will say all sort of stuff. People will call, remember that nobody knows you. I saw some people on TikTok come and see the kind thing where they use the parents of that girl the way. Not when they no talk about the parents of the girl. And the people who say they are for family of the people who say they are on the side of the girl too, on the side of the parents. Look at the kind of thing they were saying about the girl. Look at the case of Baba Mohbad. Nothing when they don't call Baba Mohbad. Nothing when they don't call Wumi. Nothing when all of them they do team Mohbad and team Baba Mohbad or whatever they say they do. Look at all the things. Look at all the things they throw out in the air. Look at all the names. Look at all the so-called things. And you think that family, you think they will come back together one day. All of them, they do crazy. Don't forget, say, you get one small pikin waiting in the middle of all of this. That little boy called Liam. That boy go grow up. He go hear where they go call him mama name. He hear where he call him whether I'm grandfather, whether not being grandfather, I don't know. He hear when they call their name. He hear all the different rishi. Social media sometimes. The truth is, social media is not a court of law. If you have any problem, take it to the system. But that lady's story, I still maintain there is something alright about her story. There is something alright. I can't put my fingers on it. But there's a saying in social work, always follow your professional instinct. My professional instinct tells me something different. And yes, there's just something. There's just something. But I don't want to believe her parents do not like her. I don't want to believe her parents do not like her. Anyway, my people, my mouth dey pain me. My mouth dey pain me. Dorcas no be small thing. Wahala sit down get for table. People go dey find wahala, no be small something. My people, make una no help me forget o. Make una help me help me please subscribe to my page aproko with aproko travel. This is it. That's my YouTube channel, aproko travel. Please kindly subscribe to it. And then for your travel, like I said, please patronize me. Patronize me for your travel. Let me advertise myself again before I come carry myself dey run.
What if planning your dream holiday could be exciting instead of stressful? Imagine having one trusted travel expert helping you every step of the way. Welcome to Aproko Travel, where your journey begins with confidence. At Aproko Travel, we don't just book holidays, we create unforgettable experiences. Whether you're traveling for family, business, romance, adventure, or relaxation, we're here to make every journey seamless. From the vibrant streets of Cape Town to the shores of Zanzibar, explore the world transparent and unforgettable. Every inquiry receives personal attention, helping you find travel options that match your plans and budget so you can focus on the memories. Because at the end of the day, your journey matters to us. The world is waiting, and your next adventure starts today. Join Aproko Travel and discover travel made simple. Contact us now and let's plan together.
Yes, please contact me for your travel and contact me for your travel. Yeah, it was glitching. Contact me for your travel anywhere around the world. Whether you want to travel by air or you want to do a cruising, whether sea, whether river cruising, whatever kind of travel. I know they do visa. Na beg I dey beg una. I know they do visa. Whatever kind of travel, I've got you. For your big birthdays like mine, I'm going to be 50 next year. I can't wait. I can't wait to climb that 5th floor and see wetin dey happen for that 5th floor. Make I go do aproko for that 5th floor. I can't wait. Yes, let's contact me. Your wedding anniversaries, if you're wanting to do like a main wedding anniversary, you want to travel, or you want to like solo travel, like those, there are some people that like to do solo travel. Someone like myself, I love solo traveling. I do solo, I do group, whatever kind of travel. If it's group travel, family holiday, significant holidays, whatever it is, or just reach out to me. Anywhere in the world, wherever you want to go to, I've got you sorted. And when I go to Virgin Voyage, what do they call them? When I go and attend their event on Saturday, I shall come and show you. I shall come and show you what I've seen. Bami, when you don't be Olodo uprising, how you and Jem go do solo travel? The clue is in the name, solo, as in na only you na go do am. You shall won't find trouble by fire by force. So if you want to do cruising, there's a lot of cruise, there's a lot of deals on cruise, family holiday, anywhere in the world. Just contact me. This is my contact number. Reach out to me and I've got you. I'm going to get you sorted. That's my WhatsApp number. Just send a message to me. From tomorrow, I will have somebody who manages my page with the travel page. So they'll be able to like respond. Just send DMs, they'll respond, and we'll get you all sorted. Yeah. And of course, like I said, every third Saturdays of the month, I will do advert. I'm quite happy to do adverts for your businesses. Let's all patronize ourselves and grow each other's business and patronize each other's business. But it has to be legit. It has to be something that is legit to do. Well, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong in you can actually do. But in short, I noticed that most travel companies now, there's a lot of advert for solo travelers where they're wanting people to travel. I dey tell you, I be ajala all over the world. That's actually what I want to do for my retirement. I want to be able to travel around the world. I want to be traveling. That's what I want to do. Once I hit my 50s now, traveling is my main focus. Just want to be traveling, going with my grandkids, traveling around, enjoying time, going on my own and traveling around with my grandkids. That's what I want to be doing. Anyway, it was nice doing business with everybody. I'll see you all later in the day. Dorcas, you see that now in Netherlands, I want to come and tour that place. I want to come and tour that. You see the Scandinavian country. That is one place I want to come and tour. I don't get my whiteboard for my kitchen. I don't list all the I don't list the different countries and the different places of attraction where I will go. That Scandinavian country, there are a lot of breathtaking stuff there that I need to come and cover. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all later. I could come back to later in the day. I don't know yet. Make I go cut grass, go see am. Otherwise, then and tomorrow I go see you now after work. Take care all and have a wonderful day. Bye.